The thing with checkers is like checkers is playing checkers. Checkers is playing chess. Chess is playing checkers.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kind of Funny podcast. I'm one of your best friends, Greg Miller, alongside producer/seducer Nick Scarpino.
Top of the morning, dude.
I like this shirt.
Thanks, man. This is one of my favorite shirts now.
Yeah.
I like the way it fits. I like the way it hugs my arms and it goes a little high and tight.
They fit fantastic.
They do. I don't know what blank this is.
The
they
white
say in
one
the
that I
industry,
wear.
but I really like it.
The white one that I love wearing.
This is Hispanic heartthrob Andy Cortez.
It fits me beautifully. It makes me look trim.
I'm bummed I gave
Oh,
that
wow.
away. Yeah.
I didn't realize this was like a textured Twitch hoodie.
Yeah.
What's that all about? It's like a
Yeah.
Superman symbol.
It's hard to see. It's very, very subtle.
You want to get close to the camera?
I bought a. Maybe in the light. Maybe?
Ah, it's cool. You can see it. We can see it.
Oh, there it is. It's kind of hard. Oh yeah, let's do that.
Nick's going behind the cam.
Oh, it's like a Uncharted puzzle. Certain light.
Where did this come from?
I bought it on Amazon. I'm really unhappy with their Amazon choices, with the choices you have to purchase, because they have a purple one that is totally not the purple they're showing on the website.
Don't like that.
It came in the mail and
you
it was
got
like
it.
it was way closer to red than like the bluish sort of Twitch purple. And now they have a new purple.
All new purple. They
So
invented
yeah,
new
it's
color.
closer to maroon, honestly. And I was like, "Fuck, this is the wrong color, dude." So I returned that shit. And then I bought another one. Hoodie didn't come in. A sweater came in with the set, sort of embossed
I
thing.
want to touch it again.
But it said the words Twitch. It said the word Twitch on it.
Yeah.
And was I too lazy to return it? Yeah, I was. Like,
Seems like you said you were happy with it, but you have two stories of them getting it really wrong. First the color and being not as advertised, then the wrong shirt.
I
being
just
delivered.
they just sent me the different wrong thing.
At this point, why don't you just send them money and say, send me whatever you want? You know what I mean? Over there! Forbes 30 under 30, a.k.a. the second best baby loose in San Francisco, a.k.a. the verified one at Tim Gettys.
That's the most. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
You hanging in there? How's that Red Bull treating you?
Oh, it's good. Kev, I sent something to Assets. Can you bring it up
shit.
right now?
Fuck.
Yeah.
I had to clean out my mom's house yesterday.
Sure.
So of course, a lot of pictures
Cleaning out
were
my
involved
closet.
in that. And I was like, I want to just show one picture of the Kind of Funny podcast.
I'm
and this
sorry,
is the
Mama.
one I decided on.
I never meant to hurt you.
Didn't know which.
Speaking of which, you see Ninja on
oh my god.
Masked Singer?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That was something.
He was singing well. This is
He did
great,
his
though.
thing.
This is the
Please
cutest
bring this
picture I've
up.
ever seen in my
This
life.
is Easter time at the Gettys household. That is me and Cool Greg.
Look at these little fucks.
Now here's
Look
my.
at Cool Greg. Does he look like him, though?
Yes, it looks like him.
Innocent in the eyes.
And B, the fact that he's missing a sock
One
is
sock
the
is
coolest thing
missing.
I've ever seen in my life.
I just fucking love it, though.
He's just like, yeah, that's how I like to do it.
I
And
feel
he's
like-
gone sockless from that.
I feel like in a lot of my existence being your friend, Tim, you will always look at me and be like, "You little shit."
Yeah.
That photo is like, that's a little shit right
Yeah,
there.
that's so true. Yeah, up to some nonsense.
Andy, did you think about going to TwitchCon?
It's so expensive. Like I did, but no. Like I understand that they make you pay, right? Even if you're a Twitch partner.
Sure.
But
Which
it's
you
like
are.
give me a little bit of a discount maybe, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody pays $200 for the weekend. That's just kind of
From
ridiculous
Jeff
to me.
Bezos to Steve Jobs.
Everybody. I mean, I say everybody, but like, the bigger names definitely don't. Obviously, it makes
they
sense.
pay more. It's like a luxury tax.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Doc Disrespect
They get-
tickets cost $2,000.
They get taxed higher, yeah.
TwitchCon seems like the biggest kind of missed opportunity for conventions in my experience and from what I've heard from others. We went in San Francisco that one
We went year one.
This past year did
Yeah,
not
it
seem
was-
like that.
It was year one. Yeah.
Year one, and it reminds me very much at the time of what we went to, it trying to replicate VidCon, what VidCon was.
Yeah.
Of here's a panel on how to be a better Twitch person, how to use Twitch better, and a cool tool.
Like one of the most
now it
popping off
just seems
booths
like it's fucking parties.
was the
and-
Red Cross booth.
Well,
Like,
as it should be.
That's saying something.
Fred Durst
You know
was
what I
there that
mean? No, he wasn't.
At our first year?
Oh, well, not the Red Cross booth.
No.
Yeah,
Fred
okay.
Durst was
Yeah,
at
yeah.
TwitchCon.
No, but from my experience looking at people that I follow on Twitter that have went to this year's TwitchCon, it seems like all they're doing is talking about how they're not going to TwitchCon. It's just like, every single tweet's just like, I could have went to this party, but instead I decided to just go home and call it a night. It's like, all
You
right,
follow old people now.
but no, they're not. They're the cool young hip people.
What,
They're
there was a
supposed
Blink
to
182
be-
concert. People went to it.
Did they?
Yeah. Gary Whitta went.
Did you hear that Mark Hobbs yelled "fuck Mixer"?
No, it's good.
That's great.
Know your
great.
audience. Know your audience.
I disagree. It seemed like this year was like the kind of big success that they've always wanted, where it's they finally. I feel like this is their first year that they have all these giant names that they are able to kind of promote and make the faces of their website. Like you'd walk down the aisles and every big streamer would have like a huge banner hanging from the ceiling, kind of like.
What was yours there?
It was in the Hall 3.
Yeah. Cool.
Hall 3H.
Cool.
Yeah.
I saw it there.
Yeah, but everybody was up there and it just seemed like they're putting more of an effort into, I guess, this was kind of their coming out party, in my opinion. This is kind of them showing the public that doesn't really know about Twitch, especially with this new brand relaunch. This is them saying like, hey, here's what we are and here are the faces and here's what you can come to expect from Twitch. But aside from all the parties and stuff, like all the stuff you're talking about, there's still all those panels. Like Khalif was on a bunch of different panels. Gary Whitta was on a bunch of different panels where they are talking about
I want
like.
to go learn from Gary Whitta about Twitch. That's what I'm up for.
It was funny. I follow some girl.
He's
It's like, oh, you write a Star Wars, then you get a show.
I
Then they
follow.
give you a Tesla.
I follow some girl who was there, and she was in the crowd. And I guess they were waiting for the cosplay contest, and there was like a picture of like the giant projector screen, and it was Witta talking to somebody, and she was like, "We're just here for the cosplay contest." Like she was like, "We're not trying to have this right now, bro." So I was like, "Oh, poor Witta."
That's good to hear, though. I hope that they figure it out and turn it into a thing. It just, from the outside, it seems like a lot of the people are just complaining over the issues that have always been issues with Twitch's kind of presence at conventions, where it's like everything's way too loud. Things that are designed around networking aren't actually designed around networking. They're like excuses to throw dope parties.
Sure.
Dope parties are great. Don't call them networking events then. Call them dope parties.
Yeah, the funnier thing that I saw happen over the weekend was that, I'm a huge Overwatch League fan. The finals,
As you know. Let's talk about it. Come on now.
the SF shocked
Come
the
on,
world.
baby. That's
Shock
what I'm
the
talking
world,
about.
They 4-0'd the Vancouver Titans. It was like not even a fucking contest. It was
I could
unbelievable.
barely believe it when I looked at my DMs this morning and saw the shock telling me that they won something. I was like, great job,
They
guys.
told you
Yeah.
specifically?
Yeah, they know that like I don't watch, but I'll totally be a whore for them.
What's amazing is you're just doing that just to piss Andy
I
off.
know.
That's it.
There you go. Look, this was it. Your squad just won grand finals yesterday, 3:19 p.m. Your squad just won grand finals today, 2:38. Congrats from me.
Yeah, I meant to like tweet at you or whatever, but it was like I was rooting for the Shock because I did not want the Vancouver Titans to win. One of the players is kind of cocky, he talks a lot of shit. But it was funny. I saw a tweet from some people that were like, I'm here at TwitchCon and there's nowhere to fucking watch the Overwatch League grand finals, which is weird because like Twitch owns exclusive rights to Overwatch League. Twitch paid $40 million for the rights to Overwatch League, and like at TwitchCon they weren't showing it anywhere. Apparently it wasn't even very high. Like it had viewers. They got like 250 concurrents or something like that. 250,000 concurrents. But Twitch wasn't doing a very good job of like promoting that like, hey, the grand finals are here. Like it really was all about TwitchCon that weekend, which you can understand.
Yeah.
They kind of had a bigger thing going on, but still it's pretty interesting. But yeah, the grand finals are great, man. It was awesome. And you were in my heart, Greg. As the
always.
shock the world.
As always.
Yeah.
Always.
And it was cool in a little so Sinatra, your boy Sinatra.
Of course.
In one of the
You know how it is.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
That's so wrong on so many levels.
I'm not talking about Frank Sinatra. I'm talking about the player Sinatra.
Did play the saxophone?
Every time he's out there and he's like, "Ooh," he's like, I got mid. And he's like, you know it. He gets it. He knows, man.
What instrument is that?
Clearly the saxophone.
It's like an oboe or
That's clearly
something.
an alto saxophone.
Okay, all right.
But it was cool. In a preview.
Learn music.
In one of like the hype videos, they were like, "What do you think is gonna happen in this match?" He was like, "We're gonna 4-0 him. Easy clap. It's gonna be 4-0," and they fucking did it, and it was like insane. It was really really cool, and I felt so bad. I was like, "Man, this wasn't even a contest."
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. Can we get
you.
the shock mic turned up over there? Or as I believe it's now called the shotgun mic. Is that right? Cool, Greg. What Andy just said 4-0 clap. What does clap mean?
Clap?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
Like
more of a
beat.
gaming term. Easy clap just means that like
Clap that ass.
it was an easy game.
See, I know clap that ass.
It was an easy game.
So it's
Like,
gonna be easy.
like-
Is what clap means?
easy
I was staying
clap.
quiet on that one. I was like, I don't know if
It's
that's
like
real or not.
it's more of a thing you see in Twitch. It's kind of like how you know how like Fran gets on the Gamescast and he always says Twitch terms.
Yeah.
Like you know when back in the
So
day
it's not
when
like a clap back, like
no, it's just like easy clap. Like it's I don't know. It's just
Like
like, a
they won
saying.
easily.
Yeah, they won. It was
You
super
easily
easy.
Achieved applause.
Super easy.
Yeah,
win.
it's an easy clap.
As
You know,
opposed
Frank gets
to
up there and he's like,
learning
monkey ass.
The alto saxophone. That's difficult.
I didn't like
off-
that at all because first off, that was a bad Fran impression. Second off, it was like he was in a weird porno. Like, a very bad porn.
Yeah.
I'll have you know that I played the alto sax and got a silver medal in 5th grade. So just
Good
letting
for
you know.
you.
I dropped
for
it.
you.
I dropped it leaving the school. Got bumped when I was looking at it, and it fell in the mud and got dirty. I
Are
cried.
you?
Cried big
Can I
time.
ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you mad that you can't put that medal on your desk?
You're a son of a- If you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kind of Funny podcast each and every week. Usually four best friends gather on this table, each bring whatever's happened in their lives to the table to talk to you with your questions from patreon.com/kindoffunny and everything else in the world.
Good job, Tim.
Thank you.
You got it.
Over, Tim.
Back on. It-
1 for 1.
Yeah.
Everybody start
I
the
love
count.
how many people in the comments were giving me shit, but I also love how many people were like, why are we all giving Tim shit when Nick also missed it? And also, Nick rarely ever does it.
Oh,
Nick's
man,
not
I'm
proud.
No,
Nick's
I'm
not proud of it.
But I don't hold it as a badge of honor that I
Yeah.
get it. But we both know right now, even as I'm talking, I'm thinking about something else.
This is like where warehouses like where there's an injury and there's like days without an injury. Like the
exactly.
counter has been
Exactly,
reset.
exactly.
Oh, yeah. It's just sad. It's end of an
That's
hour.
the thing. Like, it's
It
like
is.
if you had like a drug addict, right? And he's like, in high school, you have a drug addict, right? And he's like, I'm gonna get clean, and then he like relapsed, right? That's like Nick. You expect it. You know that's a possibility. You're like the straight A student
Yeah,
suddenly
yeah,
being
yeah.
a heroin
Fucking it up.
addict. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that's
only once,
the thing.
man. Only once.
It sucks, and well, no. Once you do dope, you never go strope. You know?
shit.
You know, so that's what
Once
it
you do
costs.
dope, you gotta say no.
Never goes stroke. You never goes stroke waffle.
Oh, it's gonna be. Oh man, a scoop waffle. You kidding
Fuck,
me?
they're good.
Now, is this what you're picking when they come down the United aisle?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Are you doing
no,
the hot
okay.
coffee trick where you put on the hot cup of coffee?
No, I totally forgot about that.
Because
but
it says it on the package.
now
If you
that
read the
say
package.
that's what I do is I look at it and I go, okay, I'm going to take the healthier out of this snack. And then by the time they get to me, I have already crumbled mentally.
Yeah.
And my willpower is gone and I eat the
Well,
shit.
what
out of
even's
this
a
waffle.
healthy snack? They got nuts.
They usually have like a nut option, but it's
Because
always
it's the
like a honey.
biscotti cookies. It's the stroop
Sometimes
waffle.
they have the mini pretzels.
Dude,
that
those
are-
Stroop waffles, though. I mean, it's the same thing as
I hate
the
that name.
That ginger. Me too.
The Dutch.
But ginger ale on a plane,
Respect
where
the
it's like
fucking
it's
culture.
elevated, literally. But like, it is the most elevated drink you could possibly drink in the skies. Is ginger ale. Stroop waffles, whatever the
Stroop.
fuck they're called. Nothing tastes better in the entire world than one of those waffles.
Is
Do
it
we
the
wanna
elevation?
44,000 feet in the air?
Do we
Yes.
want to rewind and have you explain airplane ginger ale?
No.
Okay.
What do you mean?
You said it's one
4,000
of the
miles?
best thing. I'll say I think a Coke out of a can is like the best airplane beverage. That tastes amazing. That's popping off. in
Coke.
there.
The Coke is just one of the best beverages. Period. Hard to stop anywhere.
Yeah.
You got to give the skies their own love because it's such a unique thing. Ginger ale is just the only. You can only drink ginger ale in the skies.
And like, if you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, one time when I was at the office, I had a ginger ale, and Tim did walk over to me and say, "This ain't no airplane." That is how seriously he takes ginger ale on an airplane.
You know, what'd be really cool. I just got a great idea.
Oh god.
What do you guys think about this idea?
I'm listening.
We hire someone to just bring a cart around,
Yeah.
like the airplane.
Yeah.
First snacks,
That's great.
and then drinks.
Oh, this is great.
every like 15, 20
I love
minutes.
I want it to be cool, Greg. Really bad.
That's amazing.
Because I feel that'll bring everyone involved more joy. Because not only do we get snacks out of it,
We
I
get to
feel
see
like
Cool
Cool
Greg.
Greg will
Okay.
pride himself
yes,
on
yes,
this.
because Cool Greg will be like, I know that these guys are idiots, but I take pride in everything I do, and I'm gonna fucking knock this out of the park. Do you think every single time he's gonna have a cold DC for me? Yes, he's going to. When I ask for ice, he's gonna have that ice ready for me. It's gonna be great.
Would
This
you
is
like
a
some
great
ice? Sir?
idea.
You want some ice?
Should I just leave the whole can?
We
And
have
then,
to-
and then
That's
you,
always,
can,
yeah.
you can come around to me, and I'll have like my eye mask on with like headphones on, and then like I'll kind of hear and I'll my thing, and they'll be like, "Do you want?"
But, like-
and I'll be like, "No, I'm fine."
I bet-
See, that's the thing I was going to talk about. You want to talk about being environmentally friendly and zero carbon footprint? Nothing feels better than when I'm playing my Switch and they're like, "Do you want something?" I'm like, "Fine, I brought my water. I got a bottle of water. Don't worry about it. You
you
can
kidding
save
me?
a tree."
No, I'm the opposite. I like to take a little nap, and if I fucking wake up and that treat's not waiting for me, I get so pissed.
What do you want? They're not just going to drop it on you.
Sometimes they do. They do this to the person, they go, and then they put a little little peanuts with little.
If you have your
binder.
trade down, maybe.
If you have a trade down, yeah.
Yeah,
I always
well-
keep my trade down.
Well, you remember that story I had of like one time I got upgraded to first class and I was flying and I fell asleep. It was Alaska. We were still Alaska. And we were coming back and I fell asleep and the woman came and she squeezed my foot because I was like, I fell asleep cross-legged over there. She squeezed my foot. She's like, "Excuse me, honey, do you want the omelet?" I was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing. Yes, I want the omelet,
Why
please."
can't-
I
Why
hate being
can't
woken up.
People
Yeah,
just
don't
do
wake
that
me
to
up.
me all
But
the
that's
time.
first class and she was really nice.
Okay.
And it was in a good omelet. And the little airplane was, they gave you a salt and pepper shaker.
was a
but
small
little
airplane.
It was. It was.
Yeah, okay.
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Okay.
I'm so surprised that little salt and pepper shaker didn't disappear and then reappear on my desk with a thing saying "I flew first class. You suck, Nick."
No, dude, let me tell you, I don't know if you've all heard. I know Tim has because we
I'm very
share in our
proud.
achievements.
Yeah.
I finally hit United Gold.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
And that
you did.
gives me Marriott Bonvoy Gold. And let me tell you, these people are just falling all over themselves to take care of me on this LA trip. What can we do in the hotel room? What can we do here? I'm like, let me tell you, I want a lot
Greg,
of bathtubs.
Give them something weird. Give them one weird thing, and then let's report back and see if they
Ask
do
them for one of when they do those really when they go viral and it's like I want a photo of Elijah
Sure,
Wood
sure.
photoshopped with Nicolas Cage and they're both riding a brontosaurus near an Outback Steakhouse
first
in the
off,
Serengeti.
if I worked at the Marriott and somebody did that, I'd be like, "I'm gonna knock this out of the park."
Nick
I would spend
Scarpino
days doing
saw
that
that.
Photoshop.
He would spend literal days.
Yeah.
No other work would get
It's
done.
exciting.
But it would be the dopest
It would
Photoshop
be
that ever existed.
so fucking fun.
It's exciting,
These
dude.
Bonvoy hotels, they take care of you. Don't worry.
What is the deal now? Is the SPG and the Marriott
Yeah,
Bonvoy?
Rest in peace. Just similar how they killed Alaska Airlines, they took over the W too.
Because I got an email saying, "Hey, these two things
gotta
have
combine your
merged
points, yeah.
now." I don't.
But now
I-
it's like every hotel, which is great. Like it's you throw a rock now, you hit a Bonvoy hotel. It's
that's
great.
great. Yeah, yeah. So, but you can link it to your United points as well.
Yeah.
That's what
What's
we had
it
in
called?
Toronto,
Bon Voy.
right?
It's
I
like
hate
Bon
that.
Voyage.
Bon Voyage.
I think it was another.
Where's the
hotel
age?
chain, right? That they merged.
I've never heard
Time of
Bon
dinosaurs.
Voy.
When dinosaurs roamed the earth.
I'm happy to report that I have hit silver status. on
Wow.
I remember those
And
days.
my wife was like, "Oh, that's great. What does it get us?" And I say, "Well, you know how we're boarding group 4 all the time? Now we're boarding group 3. And every one of those suckers in boarding group
Woo!
4
You're two.
can suck it. Yeah, I know. I think we get 2. But I was
I'm
just
one
like,
now, no big deal.
We don't get
Pretty
much.
awesome. Yeah, they carry
How
me on
far are
the
you
plane.
away from 1?
I'm pretty. I don't think I'm gonna hit it.
We still got Toronto coming up, which you're not. You're
I'm
going
not going to that.
But we
I'm
got
going to
London coming up.
Yeah.
I think I'm still going to be 10K away from gold. Fucking Mr. Diamond over here is going to get.
That's the thing is I'm spitting distance. It turns out with projected flights, I checked this quite a bit.
You're gonna
if
get
you
your
didn't know.
platinum.
No, I'm not gonna
it's
get platinum, but I
it's
might
like,
get 75K.
What's 75K? Does that get
It's
you?
the next thing above gold.
Fuck. Oh, the 75. Like there's a term for it though, right?
75K.
Oh, it's 75K club. They got a
Yeah,
fucking.
see, as
rating
you
that.
know, you can right here. You can click on
That's
your
dumb.
premier status tracker. United, if you're watching, please give me a bunch of points.
United, if you're watching,
You
give
guys,
half
you
his
guys are
points
all
to me.
telling really, really great, heartwarming, positive airline stories. Oh my god, dude! I booked my flights for Christmas and for Thanksgiving, and I was like, man, I got 66,000 miles.
Oh, now you're fucked.
I'm rolling deep, bro. Like 66K.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That'll pay for one flight, right? Nah, man. Like, I ended up paying the departing flight to McAllen, Texas, for Thanksgiving and for Christmas with miles. Not bad, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The one way's on the way back.
No way. You're gonna
A
see me.
one-way flight on the way back. Holy fuck. I bought the Christmas one first. And it was like $380 for the one way. It's like, "Oof, that's not great, right? But Thanksgiving should be better because it's not Christmas. Oh my god, the Thanksgiving was $480.
Wow.
A one-way flight, guys.
Bigger travel.
And my mom was like, "Well, check Southwest or someone," and like they were like $440,
I
and I
think
was
that-
like, "Well, I might as well like gain miles and use my
Yeah.
United card or whatever."
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Gotcha,
think that
man.
week. I think the Thanksgiving week is the busiest travel week in the whole
Globally.
year for
It's
America.
crazy.
You want me to call
crazy.
Janet?
Yes.
Because
That's
I'm
why
a
we're-
personal person now. I'm kidding.
That's why we're
75K
doing-
is premier platinum. Right now,
awesome.
with my future predictor thing here,
Yeah.
I'm 10K away. So
So
that's for the rest of the year right now.
Yeah,
I'll be
know.
10K away from 75.
As I looked
So I
at
need
my
some
flights
big-ass
and I was
trips
like,
to come up.
"Fuck! I know we need one more international trip to come up, like right around December." But is it from
If
the
I
time
could have like a
you get
long
it,
lost
or is it
aunt
just
in
the
the
calendar
UK
year?
that dies,
Calendar
that'd be great.
Stupid ass year.
So I only have 3 months of being silver.
Oh no!
No, that'll
if
carry
it's
till
in the
next
second
year.
half of the year. You get it for the rest of the year and then a whole year.
Oh, great. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
but the points that you're getting that accrue to this number only count until
That's great. That's
the end
perfect.
of L year.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can get the show early.
Oh,
Patreon.com/kind
man.
of funny. You can watch live as we record it and have fun with us and talk about airline miles. If you do that, you get it live. Like I said, it's ad free. You get a pre and post show. It's pretty great. We have a whole bunch of fun times here, right, Kevin? Thank you, Kevin. If you have no bucks to toss our way, though, no big deal. You can go to youtube.com/kindafunny, roosterteeth.com. Podcast services around the globe each and every Friday. Get it for free. It has ads. It doesn't have a pre and post show, but it's still a pretty good show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, speaking of, I know earlier you said, do you have a topic? And let me tell you, do I, ladies and gentlemen. So I got
Talk me
these
up.
2 Ghostbuster pens here, all right?
Okay.
Number 1 is a Slimer.
They're
If
both
you-
Funkos.
They are Funko Pop pens, yeah. One is a Slimer. He's holding the sides of his mouth. This is worth pointing out because they also had a Slimer with a bunch of hot dogs in his mouth, and I said no, and then made them search for this one to find that one. And when I say them, they just help me search. The other one is this Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Where is this?
Funko Pop.
Where did you get that?
I'll get there in a second, please.
Okay.
As you can see, this is a straight up clean Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. They also had a toasted one that had already been zapped a bit with the Proton packs. These are from, of course, Spirit Halloween store that I went to yesterday.
Oh, I love Spirit
Now-
Halloween stores.
I won't even say if it's a heartwarming discovery that was awesome, bank error in my favor, or a mistake. I'll let you decide. But what I did, of course, is that we went there because Jen wanted to look at costumes and get some stuff for the house. What that turned out to be is that I found they had the Ghostbuster walkie-talkie, and so I bought that. And then I saw these 2 pens on the way out, right? So I scooped them up and put them down on the thing. Then they rang me up, and the bill happened. And do you think I was happy or sad to find out how much these pens cost?
Probably very sad.
All right.
What were they,
all
$5 a piece?
Let's take a. We're doing a game now.
Okay.
Price is Right rules. Over under. If you are a audio listener, I'm holding up Funko Pop Ghostbuster pens. They are branded Ghostbusters. They say the word Ghostbusters. Then they have the No Ghost logo on top of that with all the things, and then a 3-dimensional. What I thought would be like pen topper. When I discovered the price, no, it's just on these really shitty pens. Really shitty pens.
I'm gonna guess $7.99 each.
Okay.
I'm gonna go low.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Let's go.
$3.99.
$1.99 each.
$1.99. Wow, I
Yeah.
buy 100 of them, and then you said what?
I said $5. I said $4.99.
All right, cool. Nick is the winner. These were $5.99
Wow.
each.
Wow.
That was a shock to the
See,
system.
I thought you were gonna say you were sad because you realized they were cheap and you wish you could go back and buy more.
Well, no, it was that thing was I got because once I discovered the price of them, I'm like, oh, geez, that's a fucking expensive pen. You know what I mean? And it's that thing too where like you know how it is where they're like, and this now the total's this, and I'm like, and then like I'm in too deep now. I don't want to be that guy. You never want to be that guy, right? Where you're like, wait a second, how much are the pens? What is this thing? You know what I mean? So I fucking paid, and then I got outside and I looked at the price on the side. I'm like, yeah, fuck, this is I got taken.
Now, if
taken for a
there's
ride.
one thing that I remember correctly about you is that you're really into pens.
Yeah, that's
to
true.
the point where if you find a good pen, you will either steal it or ask the
Remember, if
person
your
who owns it to
parents
take it.
own a pen making company, I want to get the Click Bic pen, the Bic Click pen that
So
you
if they
know
own Bic.
that looks like a
If they
silver.
own
It
the
looks
Bic
like a
pen company.
Well, no. Now here's the other thing. This is based on a tweet from a few days ago before Games Daily.
about it
I
next
want to get a Kind of Funny blue shell, all one color, and then get the Kind of Funny logo on the side of it and get it that way. Now I tweeted that out. A few people responded saying my parents own one in Wisconsin, this, that, and the other. I haven't hit anybody up yet. But then a company claiming to be Bic, not verified, tweeted me asking questions. And it looked like they might be like some kind of international Bic trying to tell me the Bic Click is gone. I don't want to believe it. I haven't investigated. On the way out, I remember that we have a Funko friend. And I was like, what if I hit him up and he just sent me a box of these pens and then I used Slimer and Stay Puft pens the rest of my life. Lot of different pieces.
You pulling out the call for this just immediately takes me back to when we recorded an episode of Party Mode.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, do you think Kevin? Oh, it was a Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and you said, do you think Kevin Feige will watch this episode?
Yeah.
And we're like, you never know. Like maybe his son like just happens to be on YouTube and like clicks on this episode of a Marvel
Right.
thing, and that
Stranger
and
things
then you put
happen.
out the call and you said, if your parents are famous, please let us know, because there's got to be a chance that your parents are somebody, you know?
Yeah.
And now I think this is even more manageable. Do your parents own a custom print to design office supply things, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember, of course, may he rest in peace.
Who?
Christopher Reeve.
Oh my God! Sorry, my mind. I was gonna say Christopher Lloyd.
Oh wow,
And
that would've
you
been really
saying
sucked up.
Christopher, and I was like, whoa.
Now this is gonna sound like a joke, of course.
Christopher Lloyd didn't die.
My mother, still alive. I wasn't, but future proof and God rest her soul. She was an administrative assistant, right? She like ran the front office for a paper company. A lot of office vibes there. But what I would occasionally get to do is bum along with her to like the office supply fairs, kind of like their E3s, where we'd walk and they'd have unlimited egg rolls.
Who's there? Phil Spencer.
I remember this going there and fucking egg rolls as far as the eye
That
can
was
see.
like the Fortnite booth.
And it was
We're
awesome.
like, well, should we get the egg rolls this year? If we don't get the egg rolls, then no one's gonna come to this. The free egg
But I
rolls.
remember I
Red
had the
Cross
bag and
booth,
I'd go to every booth and I'd get all the samples, right? And they would have the pens and they'd have, Andy, you remember these. You remember the triangle, like Ninja Star highlighters?
Oh
And,
yeah,
like, every
three-sided.
corner. Yeah, and they had those and like your company's logo here and all that
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
I remember I thought this is the big time, the egg roll factory place one, and it wasn't. Eventually, my mom was like, "Hey, I got to go to this bigger convention, right? Christopher Reeve speaking there. Do you want to come? There's gonna be a lot of paper supplies too." I was like, "Yes, I do." And I got to go see Christopher Reeve speak, and I got to get a bunch of new paper
some egg
supplies.
rolls.
You know, no, this I've answered. Probably had sliders. I don't recall. You know what I mean? Anyways, what I'm saying is, I know that this is similar, Andy, to like how we talk about Rooster Teeth, right? Where a lot you meet somebody and you say, "Oh yeah, we were gonna do some stuff with Rooster Teeth." Like, I don't know who the fuck Rooster Teeth is, and it's like, oh, you move a rock and you realize how big Rooster Teeth is. Millions of people. That is the pen industry, where you think these things just show up in a Walmart, a Kmart, a Venture, right? But in reality,
big pen.
people are walking around here like, man, I got a golf club store. I want a fucking logo on a pen.
Sure.
There's 4,000 people there ready to do it. But will they have the right cyan blue? That's the question.
That's
the
always
question.
the question. Now, Greg, you're a big fan of pens.
Love pens.
Probably the biggest fan of pens that I know.
That's correct. Yeah, I get
brought
in
a
trouble
piece-
with my wife for
Cool,
stealing pens from
Brought a
restaurants.
piece of paper.
Yeah.
I want you to take it. Have you reviewed your pen yet?
I have
Your
not.
Ghostbusters pen.
No, I wrote my card to my mom, and it seemed like it did pretty well.
And
Now,
this is
I'd
good-
like you to do that, but then I also have 2 other pens
Sure.
that I want you to use, and I
Sure.
want to get some of your thoughts.
I'll tell
on
you right
these.
now, already, I do love that Fairmont pen.
So here's the thing: Fairmont pen.
Good pen.
Totally took it from the Fairmont
Of course you did.
in Austin,
Now here,
Texas,
That checks out.
because I love how it feels.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great pen.
You know what I like about
I've
those
used
pens?
that pen many times.
Is
Nice
that you
weight,
can hold it
right?
and you can twist it with
Yeah.
your hand and twist
Yeah.
it back.
It's nice.
Yes.
It's nice.
Makes you feel like you're doing a business deal in a
Here's
high-end
my
hotel.
question before we move any further, because I'm so happy we're talking about pens.
Uh-huh.
This is great.
I love pens. Greg.
Fairmont pens fall into the same category for me as W pens. You ever
Okay.
seen these guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Black. They're like they're a square.
Can I
They're like
see
a
the Fairmont?
cube, but they have the little pink nub at the end that you can use for your phone or your any kind of. I love those pens. One of my favorite kind of pens, right?
Just really excited to use the
Fairmont and W pens, hotel pens, right? You are meant to take. You are meant to take those home. When you're in a restaurant and it's a lovely bit click pen, right? And again, if you don't know what I'm talking about here, it looks like a bullet, right? Where it's all one color, it's plastic shell, all one color. I don't like it with the silver rim. I like when it's just all one color, right? Preferably doesn't even have the clip on it, but if it has a clip, no big deal. And then the clicker at the top, you know. Tick, tick, tick. If you have one of these pens and it has the restaurant name on it, do you think you are able to take that pen?
I don't think you're just able to take it.
Do you think I have to ask?
I think you do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think you take it because why? Like,
It's
why would
advertisement.
you? Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
But also-
the plates also have their names on them. Sometimes.
No, they don't. Not the nice restaurants, all right?
I think
I think if they were pens without logos, absolutely not.
No. If it's just normal, if they dropped even a Ghostbusters pen there, I wouldn't be like, oh well, fucking, I'm taking this.
Now,
No,
wait,
it's
wait,
not. I'm
wait.
not advertising the Ghostbuster restaurant.
Let's take a step back. How is this pen coming to you? Is
The
this
bill.
okay? So they put the check booklet, the bill booklet on the table with a pen in it, and you're expected to open that up, sign with the pen they gave you, and then you're gonna just take the pen. No. Okay.
See, when he explains it like that, you
Why?
realize how you're not
It's
supposed
got-
to.
Because
You can
I'll put it
ask.
2 reasons. One, because that server, having been a food server for a very long
Okay,
time,
this is fair.
all throughout college and then a little bit after college.
That's true.
One of the
Don't
biggest
switch fucking sides.
banes of your existence is when you lose or someone steals your pens because you don't walk in. They don't, more often than not. Now in this situation, maybe they were providing the pens for you. If there's a box of those pens back there, it's
Yeah,
not going to
yeah.
piss me off. What I would do is I like the specific type of pen, so I'd go buy a box of them. And then people would steal the fucking pen, and then you'd get to the end of the night and go, shit, I only got one pen left. If someone steals my pen, I got to go ask
gotta go
another
find a new
server for
job.
that pen, and then they don't want to deal with that situation either.
But here's the thing: is again, like they're stealing your pens. You're buying some weird Bic pen, right? Not even a click, I bet. Just like the crystal ones. That's just.
I can't remember which one.
I'm just saying, you're buying a normal pen.
It was
Yes.
a G2.
If
a
I'm
Pilot
at
G2.
a Nopalito, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm at a KFC and they hand me a pen and it's got the name and logo on there, clearly they went out of their way to make this promotional material.
Yeah.
Promotional material. Again, the restaurant, the plates outside of the KFC, they don't say it. You
I
know what
just
I mean?
figure- I
No
just-
I mean, that's not always.
But
I
also,
just
what if
think
like
if-
what if a KFC employee dropped his KFC shirt and it has like the logo on it? Like,
It's completely different, you know.
is
It's
it?
not.
Okay.
It's not completely different. You can ask. I think you're totally in the realm to ask, and I think that they'll give it to you because they did design these things
Yeah.
in its promotion. But it's like it's not just a free pen.
if they wanted it to be free, when you walked past the hostess stand, it would be a bucket of them. Take one, whatever, with the mints. Right? You don't have to ask to take a mint. Pro maneuver, you walk right in, impose your dominance on them. You eat a mint immediately before you're
Let 'em know.
Sure, clean the palate.
Exactly.
Or maybe what we're not thinking about is maybe this is them just sort of like marking their bills, and they have assassins out in the real world looking and tracking down these pens.
Yeah, if they see you with it,
you're
a
dead.
mark.
Like
you're
you're a thief.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think that's less likely of a scenario.
See,
You think?
and I'm not, here's what I'm going to
2%
say.
likely.
Here's what I'm going to say. You guys aren't wrong. If you remember, you lived this once with me.
Uh-huh.
I did.
Holiday party 2 years ago or
It made
whatever,
me
where I was ready to
extremely
steal the pen,
uncomfortable.
and Jen made me ask, and the lady's like, normally we'd say, yeah, but the place that made it was in Puerto Rico, and they're underwater or whatever. I was like, well, that's a bunch of bullshit. Thanks for making me ask, Jen. This is a great pen that I can't take. And they're like, no, you can take it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to take it now. Got a sob story for it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But like that Monsieur Benjamin pen I took, come on now.
I used to be really, really big into pens as well, Greg, because I was like, it was at the time where I was like in middle school, high school, and I was always stoked to buy a new sketchbook,
Oh, yeah.
and I would always buy like, oh my god, I felt like the richest kid in the world when I had a Uniball pen.
Fuck yeah.
They were so like premium feeling, and they looked so realistic compared to just like the pack of 20 fucking like whatever pens or whatever.
Yeah.
These felt like premium products, and they looked good on paper. No, you know what? I take that back. They didn't look good on paper. That was my problem with Uniball pens. They got really, really inky. They got really inky when they were pushed down a lot.
Sure.
Yeah, no, but like that, you get the inky spots.
I know
You
you're
mean-
talking about
you
where
mean
they-
it puddles
it
too
hangs
much too
long.
easily.
It was
Yeah.
inconsistent, yeah. Where like
These are the ones with the caps?
yeah,
Yeah,
where
that's a
even
good
where the
pen.
shitty pens, like the really really cheap pens, they were really good for sketching because it was the shading was really really
Line for a
good.
line.
You could do a lot of like cross hatching and cool like shading patterns or whatever. But the Uniball ones, they looked way cooler. They're
Sure.
better to write with, but they weren't cool to draw with.
All right, so I wrote with the Ghostbusters pen.
Before
the
you do
Stay
that,
Puft pen.
I have a question
Too late,
in the
it's been
vein
written.
of what you're talking about here. Mechanical pencils, lead pencils.
I love them.
Were those invented in the mid 90s or no?
They
Where you
certainly
hit the
exploded.
button and a little bit comes down.
Little, yeah.
I remember them
can't
being around in the
imagine it.
80s because my
Okay.
dad used to have them. Like he would have.
I still have a lot at home.
A bunch in his briefcase that he would open up, but they weren't as advanced as the one that we used when we were in school.
Because I'll never forget, it was in 3rd grade, and this kid, Nathaniel, came in.
Nathaniel.
And we'd all been using these number 2 pencils our entire damn lives.
Anyway.
And this kid comes and just starts fucking clicking. And he had the little click where it's like the clicker was here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know? And literally, he was the coolest kid. All of us were just like, what the fuck is that? Is
Yeah.
he rich?
Yeah,
he
you
must
gotta
be
have
rich.
Kevin just brought it up on the Wikipedia. The mechanical pencil. Let's see if we can find history.
Which sank in
The
1791.
The earliest example? Oh, the earliest existent, I'm a moron. Example of the mechanical pencil was found aboard the wreckage of the HMS Pandora, which sank in 1791.
Wow.
A
Interesting.
long time
Well,
ago.
there you go. I always thought it was like a new thing in the 90s.
Well, they have like
Well, I think that's when
One
it
of
like
the-
commercially broke.
One of the things I always thought was really cool was there was a moment where I'm like, oh, I want to learn how to draw. And then I realized, oh, you can't just learn how to draw. You got to put a lot of time and effort into that. So I stopped. One of the things that's cool is like when the guys that take the lead, the mechanical pencils for drawing, and it's the thick lead, and they sharpen it themselves with a razor blade. It's like the coolest thing.
Yeah.
I wanted one of those so badly. And my wife was like,
I like those
you're
big
not
carpenter
gonna do
pencils,
any of
too.
that. Just
Carpenter
buy
pencils?
those.
Flat ones?
Yeah, and
The
you
ones
gotta
you-
shave
yeah,
those
you
on the
shave
knife
those
too.
are
You're
always
like,
awesome.
man,
That
what
was
a
always
man
really
over
cool
there.
when I was tasked to like, all right, you got to go buy a bunch of art supplies at whatever store or whatever. Getting all the different style pencils where it's like the 5 and the 2 and the 7 and they
Sure.
were like just thicker and some of them would lay down lead a lot darker.
do you know how to draw like this? Do you do that like
Yeah, we did that a lot
Charcoal?
in
That's
in
so
college,
cool.
yeah.
No, like instead of drawing like this on a page, they draw like artists will draw like this, and you'll
It
if
was
you're
for
doing
like
portraits. You
well,
have
like
the
in
canvas
front of an
you,
easel?
and you'll,
Yeah.
you'll
Gotcha,
do this. You'll
okay,
do this,
okay,
but
okay.
actual pencil graphite like and coal.
and you would use like
Or
the
charcoal.
flat edge
Actually,
to like
that might
do
be what I'm thinking
shading.
is the charcoal pencil, which
Yeah.
is like the thicker one.
I had a lot of like
it's really cool to see.
I remember, all the fucking like nude models we had
Oh,
in
yeah.
art school.
Hell yeah.
It was really like awkward.
Did
Weird.
y'all fuck with gel
Was it
pens?
awkward? 'Cause
Oh,
you had
I
a
want to hear
boner
more
the
about the
entire
new
time?
people. Yeah, what about how? Yeah.
You weren't supposed
Were
to.
they like
have
other
a boner.
students? Were they people
No,
you knew? Was
I
it
just
like a
remember-
clerk from
think
the
I've
grocery
s-
store?
I think I've
Was
said
it
this
your dad?
before, but one guy looked like Gollum. Like he was just like he was like the best person to draw
'Cause he
because
was
he
all
was super
intricate.
skinny, and you could see all of like the musculature.
Do you look
and
like Joaquin Phoenix in the Joker? Like you see all his
kind of like that,
backbones and
yeah,
stuff?
kind of like that.
One of my friends did it. I'm not going to say his name,
James
but
Burke.
you guys can do the math on it.
It's James.
And it was one of the best stories I've ever heard when he told me the whole experience. But yeah, it's just weird knowing people that just sit
Oh wait,
naked in front
one
of
of your
did?
friends went and did
One
it?
of my friends was the person.
the model.
Yeah.
Do
One
they-
of Gia's friends, like, for a long time did it. A girl who definitely should have been doing it more than my friend because he could not handle it correctly.
Was he laughing and farting and
I
stuff?
mean, it wasn't that. He just like he
Getting
was like,
hard,
"This is gonna be
getting soft,
hilarious,
getting
man."
hard, getting
and then he
soft.
does it. And he was just like, "Man, it was really awkward.
Then I
like,
got a boner,
I
kind
shouldn't
of.
have done that."
It's really cold in those rooms. Let's say
Do they
that.
let you pick the pose, or do they tell you what?
There's a
pose?
bunch of weird assigned poses that are supposed to get like different shading.
It's too bad because if I would be like, what pose would you pick?
just bending over straight?
You know that's what he would pick. Yeah.
Just spreading, them,
What's okay?
looking over your shoulder like, hello.
One of while Paula was an intern at DreamWorks, one of her duties was to like they had a class and there's some service they use where they had different people coming every week, and one of her duties was to like take that person in the room and be like, all right, cool, this
Get
is the
naked.
room, and then afterwards come back and be like, hey, all right, we have to walk you out, because like they're always interesting people, and a bunch of times before they had someone doing it, they'd have the
Get up and-
models like leave the room and then go to like the lunch area and then steal a bunch of food.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're
They get up in the air ducts, being there for weeks.
Like, what is that?
Scattering around.
We got another nude model up in the air ducts. We got to get out.
Damn it, that one from Thursday just is still up there.
Okay.
a lot
Get
of
that
them
fucking
seem
thing out of
like
there.
Security with a broom.
vagrants. a lot of them seem like vagrants that just kind of like.
It's not a very well. I mean, I don't know. I think that at that time they were making something like 70 an hour and 2 hours a gig.
70 an hour?
Yeah.
I would do it for 70 an
Yeah,
hour.
but like.
I'll pay you $70.
You're not
Is
doing
that a
it.
paycheck?
You're not doing it
for
10
8
hours a day.
Yeah, it's just the
Let me
2
pitch
hours.
this to you. Let me pitch this to you. Right? Extra Life.
Yeah.
I'll pay you $7 an hour.
You sketch me, dude.
You stand naked over there,
No.
and we all sketch you here and show everybody what we came up with.
Please no.
That sounds awesome.
I think there's something
really
there.
Doesn't.
There's something there.
There's
That's a KFAF bit, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I
'Cause
mean?
the thing is this.
Absolutely not.
The
There's
thing is
no
this.
reason.
Aside from the fact that our extra live streams have turned into a revolving door of all of our friends coming into the office and
Yeah.
having to see that, I think it'd be hilarious to see. Tim can't draw. You don't
No.
draw very well, but
Okay,
Andy
first
could
off, I was-
artist render me nearly perfectly. So I'd be like willing to. I'd be cool with it, but you have to enhance. You have to enhance.
Huh, I don't know.
Gotta love it though.
I was gonna say, back to the pens thing really quick. We were talking about these really these cool sort of innovations. Yeah, pen tech. When they came out with erasable pens,
Oh my
Get out
god.
of
I was so excited, and
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
the worst thing in the
Yeah.
world.
terrible.
Holy shit! These
But then
things.
again-
It was just a blue
What
smear.
a great idea.
It was just a blue
Ruined.
smudge.
Horrible execution.
Terrible
The
idea.
science wasn't there.
No.
Yeah. Maybe it
Oh,
is
no, wait.
now.
You know what?
Now we're just scared to try.
Wait, was it
Well, now we
even?
use computers.
You're right.
Was it even an erasable pen? What wasn't
It
it,
was-
just like
it-
a block eraser that was like, hey, I can erase pens too. I'm half and half.
They
I've only had
definitely.
erasable
Those exist.
I remember there being a time it was a blue pen with I believe a black eraser tip on the thing.
I remember this.
And it was like erasable pens. They're here, and it was like, no, they're
Such
not.
They're not.
bullshit.
Fucking
It did
liars.
not
Fucking
work at all.
Hated writing with pens in college.
loved it.
I fucking hated it. It was
Doodle-
always.
doodling.
We used to every college essay test. Like, you got to write with a black or blue pen. I'm like, no one can read my handwriting. It's terrible. I'm like, why do we not have computers yet? Why don't we have them?
Why don't we have computers
There's nothing I
yet?
can think of worse than just like having an essay to write.
to
By
physically
hand.
write it. Yeah.
And I was so good at it as a kid. Like I was like, I loved writing and reading out. And then as I just got older, I just, oh my God, how was I into this? I was so good at like creative writing. I was always winning contests. I talked about that one time where I just plagiarized the fucking Mega Man X story.
Great.
Use it as my own.
They never caught on.
Never caught on. But other times, during the other summers, like in the following years, I was winning like $30 as like first prize and all that shit. I was so into it. And my parents were so proud of me.
It's like a
Did they ever figure it out?
back room fucking gambling ring on essays.
It's just you and a young Mike Drucker back there. And he's like, all right, man, it's going to be 50 this time. And he hands you.
Well, I was just like, I mean, there was nothing to plagiarize. I guess I was just like taking the characters and like kind of making my own
Yeah.
thing with it.
I
I
was some
wasn't.
fan fiction, some slash.
Yeah, it was kind of like
Damn.
that. Yeah,
Then Mega Man opened his induction port.
sure.
Jesus.
I didn't know I had that.
But did you guys? Are you too old for gel pens?
Gel
I'm trying to-
pens.
Where the jelly
The
grip.
glittery?
It was
the glittery one.
Yeah, it was like so. This
Kevin,
was
can
like
you
this is like
Google gel pens?
Beanie Babies
If you know what he's
era
talking about.
pens,
Beanie
where like they
Babies.
marketed this so correct. It was Beanie Babies, Tamagotchis, and gel pens.
And Frank? No.
And-
No, Lisa Frank.
yeah,
We definitely learned about Anne Frank.
There we go.
yeah. These guys, these
If
gel
Anne Frank
pens.
was writing her diary today, you know she'd use gel pens.
This is like the coolest thing. There was like a specific the brand that you would go
These are hot.
to
These
like
are
hobby
hot.
shops
These aren't it though, right?
and
They look cheap.
and get them and like they would drive and they would have like glitter in them like and they looked dope as fuck and they were like shiny. And Omega yo-yos, all of those things were cool
Oh
at the
my
same
god.
time.
There was a
Pilot
kid.
pen, Kevin,
There was a
that's it
kid
right
who
there,
was slinging yo-yos illegally in elementary school.
Legally, he
Like-
was selling them?
He was like just selling yo-yos. He was like the yo-yo seller.
X-Brain.
and everybody would go to him and like give him like $10
you got
or
the hot
15
yo-yo,
bucks,
got the
and
hot yo-yo.
eventually the principal had to like shut it down and be like, you can't
There
be
we
like,
go,
you
dude.
can't be, dude. They were so dope.
Fucking
I was
Fireball.
a yo-yo fucking master, dude. Oh my god, I got
kids
so much
still like
pussy.
yo-yos?
No, I'm kidding.
Because I feel like that's like yo-yos. Eventually,
Nah.
you graduate, and you're like, wait, this sucks.
Well,
Nah.
but that's the thing. They made them cool in the '90s with the Omega stuff.
The
Why is that?
mechanical
What,
ones.
it came
They-
back no matter what. Is
Each
that
one of
it
them,
was?
each one of them had a different like,
Brain.
specific thing that would go on. So like,
Dude, the
I think
Fireball
it
was
was
so
the
tight.
X-Brain was the one that would automatically come back. Fireball was built on speed, so it would spin faster. So like, if you wanted to flip it around and do all the tricks,
These were our Quidditch broomsticks.
yeah.
Yeah, I
You
feel
know,
that.
like
Thank
it
you
was
for bringing it back down to something I can
It
understand.
was so dope, dude.
Didn't the fireball also light up?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But I remember one of them. I feel like the black fireball one, the all black one. I feel like that's the one that. Like, it's gonna be a weird sort of analogy. It's just tag along with me, guys. All right, hold my
Right.
hands and. But I feel like it's the one that you used if you were super super good at yo-yo, but it wasn't very forgiving.
Yeah.
No
Right?
room for
Like a
air.
real yo-yo.
No room for air.
Huh?
Like a real yo-yo.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but I
had
mean,
a
it was
yo-yo
still really
ball,
really good.
if you remember, which was just a ball attached to a string, and you go, and it came back no matter what. You're like, I'm fucking yo-yoing.
Jesus.
Like Andy, you
Fucking
know that
radio.
a real yo-yo doesn't come back on its own, right?
No, but it's harder than that. Like it would be like even more unforgiving, where it's like you need
Yeah.
to perfectly hit it. And then there was
Like it's
a
like in the movies where like somebody's gonna write. Oh, you know when Dom is like trying to get Brian to write his black card, and he's like, "You sure you can handle it?" Like it's one of those moments.
I
You know,
understand.
I don't even know if that happened.
I was
in
gonna
the
say, I don't
movies.
think Dom ever had. No, it never happened.
you just made up a scene to compare the yo-yos.
my fan
to.
fiction.
Really
You know
cool
the
scene.
most bullshit pens that I might get a lot of shit for this, but I'm gonna be real. This is one of those examples of jack of all trades.
Sure.
Master of none.
The one with all the different colors.
Yeah.
They wrote so badly.
So what?
They had a bad
worst
tactile
pens ever.
feel.
They were
Great
always
idea. Great in
huge,
concept.
too.
Huge, unwieldy, breaks too easy, and don't write well.
Yeah. I'm so thinking about earlier where Nick is like, let me see that Fairmont pen. Because it's as if we had a bag of hot Cheetos here and he was like, yo, let me get some
Well,
of that.
you know why? Because you guys know I love staying in hotels, and I love the hotel pen. I love the hotel pen.
too.
And every hotel pen is this style of pen. It's
Yeah.
the twist.
Wait.
You twist the top of it.
Sleek,
Quick
sexy.
question. You know, like hotels usually have like a notepad and a pen. Like,
Yeah.
like they want you to take that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll just
I don't know if they want you to take it, but I feel like if you take it, it's like okay, yeah, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like
Can you take the notepad too?
I feel like you
That's good
can.
too?
But
What
I
about-
also feel like because I've gone into hotels
What about the
and
towel?
I've seen a half a notepad that they want to use the whole notepad. Like they're not replenishing. The thing I always think about is like if I
Wasteful.
didn't use that shampoo, are they replenishing that? Or are they just gonna keep that bottle there?
That's why I think
they
it's
throw it
the Marriott brand hotels is now eliminating all the little ones.
you should. I think it's
They're
kind
going
of
to put all the machines in there. Yeah, that's a great thing until someone jerks off in your shampoo.
until
So,
we're not supposed to do that. I thought that's how they replenish it.
Oh my
Greg.
god. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on those two pens so far? You did the Ghostbusters
I'll
pen?
tell you what.
Let me
You
try.
know what? The Ghostbusters pen, simple.
Mhm.
Very simple. Just the cylinder, right? Just the shaft with then a counterweight.
good
at the
action.
End, right? Yeah. I don't hate it. Yeah.
The action's better than the Marriott one, I'd argue.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'll say this though. This is the one thing I don't like is that.
Oh, yeah.
So the Fairmont pen, I'll agree, not as good as action, but it's gonna stay. It's gonna keep longer
Sure.
because it has.
Well,
a
that's why
built-in
these are
thing.
great just to go in my Funko Pop cup
Yeah,
and then come on Games Daily and then go back in the cup.
but there's.
I'm pretty upset I forgot about it today.
There is a.
Didn't forget
a
about Cool Greg
50
Suckers, though.
There's a 50% chance every single time you pull this out that you're losing this cap.
Yeah,
Once
the
that
cap's
happens,
gonna lose for
It's
sure.
only a ticking. It's just a matter of time
Dries
until this
out.
thing dries
It's all
out.
over.
And that's what I don't like about this design. Also, this thing has some stickum on it that's just not coming off.
Yeah, no, I know,
and it's
I know,
gross.
I know. It's because that's where the $6.99 price tag was, or
Disgusting.
$5.99 price tag.
Don't pull
Weird
it
that
up
You didn't
yet.
see that beforehand.
What?
What's
the
up?
second one?
Oh, I thought you were surprised at the register when they rang it up.
Oh, what?
$6.99.
I just didn't read it. I just picked it up. I'm like, how much are we gonna fucking pen be with
I
a
love
Funko
you.
Pop on
I
it?
love it. It's
Greg Miller.
perfect.
Making Patreon
I
money
want
over
the
here.
full test of this pen. Full
Okay,
thoughts.
which
Why?
one? What is the name of
what's
this
with
guy?
this one?
Meacham? We're using a Weasel Meacham.
Robert Meacham, football player.
Robert Mitchum.
Cowboys lost all the weekend. So
Actor.
it's a terrible game.
Yeah.
What are
More
thoughts?
inky for sure. Here's the thing is, I respect this pen. I know this pen's a high quality pen. I'm not saying anything against it. I am a blue collar worker at heart. That's why I like this simple click bic. You know what I mean? I like a more disposable pen. This is one of those pens like, I'm going to sign a big deal. You know what I mean? I just killed somebody, but here's how I'm going to sign this paperwork to get out of it. You know what I mean? Daddy's going to pick me up, and we're going to go back to the lawyer farm, and we're going to do some lawyer stuff.
If
over
you
there.
had to guess, and
It's
like,
inky.
take
It is inky.
take the knowledge you have about the Ghostbusters price.
How much is
out
it
of
gonna
your
cost
mind.
me?
How much are each of these gonna cost you?
All right, where am I? Well, first off,
Just-
the Fairmont pen's free.
Fair.
Come on.
This nice pen here, because it's got a good grip. It goes all the way up the shaft here, a good pincher. I think I could do it. I still don't know what brand this is, though. It looks like it's Jensen's. Are these real pen brands? It's a Uni. Okay, it's got Uni at the top.
Oh, uni.
Jetstream. It says Jetstream on it. It's a Uni Jetstream.
Ah.
I'm saying if per pen, I'm buying that one by myself, just there.
I mean, whatever. How do you think they're selling them?
Oh, this one's
Probably
fast.
a 3-pack, I would think, right?
Okay, 3-pack. How much that 3-pack running you?
This one's fast. you better,
I know,
you better buckle in.
But here's the thing: is I don't think it's going to be a ripoff. You know what I mean? Uni makes good pens. They're a company that's been around a long time ago. I believe in them.
Like my hands weren't ready for this.
Yeah,
one,
I know, right? It's a
Greg.
professional. That's a Ferrari.
Yeah,
right
yeah. It's like when you see those videos and you're in a Tesla and they're like they do
there.
the
Ludicrous speed.
ludicrous speed test and everybody's like, whoa, fuck! Like that's what
Pack
this
of
one's doing to me.
3 of these unis. Ooh, man, I'm gonna tell you. Ooh, God, I want to say $7.99.
For the
That's
3?
Yeah, I know it sounds low, but again, this is like quality things. Oh, you're gonna pay $14.99 for a pack of 3? You think that's what's gonna happen over there?
I mean, I know the answer.
I know you do. Now, the fact that you're questioning me, though, I don't know if you're being good Kevin or bad Kevin.
I don't know what.
Well, you're
you mean.
fucking with me or you're helping me
I
out?
don't know what you mean. All right, you want to get to
I'll say $8.99.
for a 3-pack, and then how much would you think for these then?
I would say
I paid for that $6.99.
I would say
I know,
Or
but
$5.99.
you need to not know that though.
Well, I mean, when I looked at the shitty fucking pen, I
Yeah.
thought $3.99.
Per pen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say $5.99 for a 3-pack
$5.99 for a 3-pack.
Fucking come on, guys.
in Texas.
So the reason I bring this up is one of my favorite websites of all time,
Yeah.
thewirecutter.com. If you're
Sure.
familiar with the Wirecutter, what they do is they get it's kind of like the Metacritic of things, but they also have their own editorial staff that
Okay.
goes through, and then you can find anything. It started with electronics, technology, like the best external hard drive or the best monitor or the best
And they'll
Wi-Fi
like,
system.
They'll like test like 100 different
Okay.
options.
Multiple times, have multiple critics do all of them, and it's like really, really great. And you can do a lot of research. They'll then do different categories. So it's like the best modem if you live in a house under this size, the best modem if blah 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 blah. So of course I was like, I need to get some pens when I got my file cabinet.
Sure.
I was like, every once in a while I need a pen.
Right.
I hate having to borrow them from Nick because, he gets
Nick's
sensitive
weird.
about stuff, and I get it. But I was like, I need some pens. So of course I wanted the best pen.
So you went to Wirecutter.
So I went to Wirecutter to look for the best pen, and that's when I got
The
these
Uniball
guys.
Jetstream is
Yeah.
the best pen for everyday writing.
Ah.
$10
Wow.
for a pack
Alright.
of 3.
That's
$10
great, that's
for a
great.
pack of 3.
That's a cool rating from
and,
them.
and I've been loving it. I've been loving it completely.
Tim,
But
I'm not a fan of this plastic here, this little rubber here. I don't like on
The
this
grip?
one.
Me either.
Yeah, the ink comes out really smooth and it's very inky, but I don't like this one that goes all the way up.
But it
It's
doesn't
just too fancy.
it
know what I
doesn't
mean?
feel like
makes
the
me
black one though.
uncomfortable, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of cat hair gets stuck on it.
On the blue one?
Let me-
This is
let me
different than
tou-
that.
Let me
that
touch
it's,
it. Let me,
yeah,
Greg,
it's
can
a
you grab me that
different.
blue pen?
There's more back
I was
there if you
sketching
wanna-
cool, Greg.
I want that
Oh,
one.
nice. I can see it.
I can see. It kind of looks like a
What was this
Slimer
thing?
cool
Where you
Greg.
went on this thing?
Cross hatch or whatever you
Yeah, I
call it.
What do
don't
you mean?
like this.
You left this part intentionally blank. What were you doing there?
It's like lighting. It's like when you do like
No.
So is it an eyeball, a button?
No, it's just like how
It looks like a
it's
screen.
Death Star.
It looks like a screen, like a hole in the
Andy,
screen.
can you show the camera, please?
Show what?
Your drawing.
Oh,
Andy. Oh yeah, cool, Greg. Looking good. Looking good.
There he is.
There he is.
Tim.
Yeah, the action on this one was fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
Tim,
I gotta say,
the
it's
one
really
you're
charming.
using, what is that? 0.5?
I don't know.
That's thin. It's too thin for me.
Yeah, I don't like how thin.
G2,
Oh.
You can get bigger
7.
ones though.
It's another thing
All
with
the
me
way.
when I was back to mechanical pencils. I preferred the 0.7 lead a lot more.
Too thick. If you're writing
No,
something,
0.7 was great for drawing. Like
see,
the
it's-
shading was
I
so
never
great
do.
to shade with 0.7.
Fun fact: every time I go to buy pens, either for home or here, I have to text Kevin and ask him which pilot
one do I
G2
like?
to get. I was like, which one do I like? And he's like, you like the 0.5 or whatever the way.
you like
It's like
7.7.
asking D, like, what food do I get?
I don't know why. I mean, to take a picture of
Every
it.
once in a while, he'll buy the wrong one, and I feel like for like 2 weeks, we'll be like writing stuff, and like both look at each other and be like, "Ah!"
Yeah, I just throw him out.
There's something there's something I love where you find a good pen on paper and you have a good surface underneath it.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes with a softer surface, I've noticed that like maybe you're writing on a mouse pad type of
Yeah.
thing,
Oh, yeah.
and it's just such a nice smooth.
Is there
feeling.
nothing more infuriating on this planet than when someone gives you the thing to sign and you go to sign it, but because of the way the pen is structured, it doesn't activate the ink ball with the texture underneath it, so you're just scratching.
You're writing
into the
something
paper.
else. You gotta move
Oh.
And you're
something.
like, and then they go, "Oh, I'm sorry," and they give you the old piece of cardboard that's like passed down from generation to generation to put underneath it, and then finally it
the
works.
worst,
But
dude.
then you like, do I have a choice here? I either have to redraw over the line that I've already carved into this paper, or I just go.
And you'll never
totally
get it right.
freestyle.
You'll
gonna get it
never
right.
nail it, you know
I
what I
hate
mean?
this shit. It's like when you have to hand fill out forms, and the closer I get to almost finishing the form, the more anxiety I get that I gotta take a break for
It's
a second.
almost perfect.
It's like I can't fuck this up.
My-
Yeah, it's almost perfect.
Speaking of like writing over something again, this is like totally a different story. But my brother, my dad, and I went to an Atlanta Braves game like in the '90s. Oh, my mom was there
Did you
too.
see that
Whole family
racist
was there.
picture?
John Rocker. I don't know if he was on the team yet at the time that we went to these baseball games, but
If he was, would you have cheered for him, or would you have like taken a stand?
I
and
would have been a
man of
kid.
your word?
I probably would not have understood
just been
the
happy to have a
weight of
soda in his hands.
my actions. But we were standing above like where the buses load in the players, and the game
Yeah.
had ended, and Chipper Jones is down there, Hall of Famer Chipper Jones, best switch hitter in the major leagues, and we're like, Chipper, and we're like, what? And we had a glove. And so he was like, yeah, throw it. So we threw
He
him,
just took it.
threw down the glove, threw down a marker. He signed it, threw it back up to us. We're like super stoked. He's like, he's my favorite baseball player of all time. And the thing is, it was like kind of a brownish reddish glove, and he signed it with a red Sharpie.
Is that what you gave him?
Kind of hard to see. That's what my brother gave him. So my brother traced over
Ah!
his signature with a black marker, so it would be easier to see. And it's
damn.
like,
Ruined it.
So you just ruined the value of it.
Yeah, you probably should let the artist to do that.
Or just not do
Not
it.
do it, yeah.
I don't know. It's
Jesus.
Who brings out red pen? Where'd you get that red Sharpie from?
well, like it was. I guess we weren't expecting that to get signed. Like we had like baseball hats.
There's
we
stuff.
had like
baseball itself.
yeah, the
baseball
baseball,
makes
yeah,
sense. They
shit
always
like
do it,
that.
right.
But yeah, he signed the glove, and it was just a little hard to see.
Are those
so-
things still valuable in the collectors
Yeah.
like forums?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Depends
if you
who they
get,
are.
if you get like who's the most famous baseball player right now?
right now?
Babe
It's so
Ruth.
hard to say.
What if you
I'd
had
say like
what
Mike
if,
Trout,
What if you had A-Rod's signature on a ball? Would
a
that-
fraud?
Damn, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You, you on that Screwball life? Dog?
Yeah, it's a good documentary.
Fuck, it's
Have
a
you
good
seen it yet?
documentary.
Screwball. I don't know
Screwball?
what this is.
Oh, it's on Netflix. You got to see it.
What's it about?
Gotta see it. It's
Dude,
about
you'll love it.
it's about the steroid
doping
outbreak
scandal
in
in MLB.
baseball,
Okay.
and it is. I cannot recommend it more. It's so entertaining.
How long's it been out?
A couple years now.
I see. It's starting to sound like
20.
maybe I did see it and I just forgot about it.
It's you'd know this one because they do all the dramatic reenactments with kids.
And the
Oh,
kids
really?
are like dressed as adults, and they have
Okay.
like fake beards and shit like that.
It's
Okay.
fucking
It
What a
is
hilarious.
cute
so
way to
good.
talk about steroids.
It is so like the story is so outlandish, you will not believe that it's real. The things that happen with all the weird like
It's like watching a Firefest documentary,
yeah.
but on a much more like it actually had bigger impact in the overall like sports and high school sports community and stuff like that because of it.
It's really good.
These guys are
You should definitely
so.
watch it.
It amazes me that the shit that people think they can legitimately get away with, and they just don't think, oh, nothing's gonna ever come back to bite me in the ass. I'm like, you are literally like straight up breaking the law.
Yeah.
More often than not with these guys, and they're just like, whatever, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is it. I live my life paranoid that I ran a red light like 6 months ago and that's going to catch up with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's based in Miami, so that's where Dan
There's no
Lebesard
laws
is
in
based out
Miami.
in, and he always talks about like Miami's just full of doctors that are not doctors. Like everywhere you go, every street corner, there are doctors that are not doctors,
Yeah.
where they just say they are, and they do these things. And like this main guy who was the one that was, I guess he had some science background, but he wasn't a doctor, but he just said he would. And he had the lab coat and he had the fucking stethoscope or
all
whatever.
Dr. Nick,
Just totally bullshitting everybody. And he would inject people and just be like, all right, yeah, just take this thing and you'll be fine. And then it would just, if you don't do the right dosage though, you might get dinged if you get a piss test or whatever.
test,
So
yeah,
just
my
make
piss
sure you're
hot.
taking, if you're taking the right dosages, you'll be fine. Sometimes players wouldn't, they'd get dinged and like whatever. But yeah.
But the problem is, like, so he talked about how Manny Ramirez was his first big client, and how Manny Ramirez, if you remember, was like the tip of the iceberg for everyone started to get popped back in the day. And he was like, "Shit, I'm totally screwed." But what he didn't account for was the fact that Manny was playing so well that once everyone figured out who was giving him the steroids, his business blew up because they were like,
Yeah.
"I want what Manny got." And, like, including A-Rod, supposedly, allegedly. I don't know if they ever actually like figured it out or not, but I think this is the same guy that did Cocaine Cowboys, by the way.
I believe so, yeah.
And that, if you've never seen that documentary,
What's
it
that
is
about?
fucking amazing. It is a documentary about Miami in the 80s and how basically over the span of like a very, very short period of time, because of the cocaine coming out of Colombia, it went from being a sleepy like port town to being what you would think of Miami in the 80s being, and it's all because of cocaine. But all the drug dealers were so fucking crazy that they would have shootouts in the middle of streets, like cowboys.
Vice City.
And so they called them the Cocaine Cowboys. That was like a name they used to call people that slung cocaine.
So
Isn't that
dope.
crazy?
There's nothing cooler than the cocaine.
The Cocaine
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Cocaine
They did a couple of them, but I recommend watching the first one because it really gives you a good. It's like if you ever watched Narcos. It's Pablo Escobar is the big drug dealer out of Colombia, and he was the one that was largely responsible for bringing cocaine into the United States on the East Coast via Miami was a big port for that. On the West Coast, we had the Medellin, or not, we had the Cali cartel, whatever was out of Mexico. Actually, that wasn't Cali. Cali was out of Colombia as well. Whatever the Mexican cartel was, that was the ones bringing in the dope over here. But both good seasons of Narco, all three.
Remember the band Kitty?
No.
You remember that? That's such
Kitty's
a
a
weird
great
throwback.
No,
Kitty was
it
like
one
an
of your
Kitty
weird
was,
pop rock bands.
Kitty was like an all-girls metal band that I was recently reminded of because I stumbled upon badassbuddy.com and I tweeted about this. It's something that we used to have really cool buddy icons for AIM and AOL Instant Messenger.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
And because AOL had and AIM had like all the shitty sort of like default, you'd get a flower or a fucking teddy bear or a robot
But it's
or
like
whatever.
I want a My Chemical Romance album cover.
Yes. And you would go to badassbuddy.com and they had Korn, Limp Bizkit, Godsmack.
Yes.
They had fucking
The classics.
They had Cartman. Like everything you could possibly want that would make your fucking profile look bad.
Like any T-shirt
dude.
you could buy at Hot Topic,
Yes.
you can also
These
have
guys
it as
had
your AIM buddy icon.
Blink,
Yeah.
Blink
Crazy.
182, like everything that I could have wanted. And I was scrolling through and I was like, holy fuck, the website's still up.
That's amazing.
It's crazy to me. And
Can we
I,
go
This is
to
an
it
Internet
right now?
Explorers thing. Let's,
Okay, yeah. Put it
on
on
that.
that. I was
let's
like,
look
that
at
sounds
this.
fun.
and so I fast forwarded like or not fast forwarded, but I went all the way towards like, because it's sorted by new. I went all the way to like page 168, and Kitty was one of the things, and I just had a fucking like shot of nostalgia.
That's awesome.
Because I hadn't thought or seen of that band. I never listened to him, but it was like, if you listen to Korn and Limp Bizkit,
just brought
Kitty
you
was like
back
the
to that
all-girls
era.
metal band, yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like crazy and weird, and I don't know if they were hot or not, but I maybe they were, but they were like Hot Topic fucking in
Yeah.
a band.
Somebody said, it makes me think, somebody tweeted out, or maybe it was just a viral tweet that I saw, who the hell knows, but they were like, hey, did people in the early 2000s like constantly worry about their butt crack hanging out with their low-rise jeans? And they said it kind of ironically, and I was like, yeah, we did. But that also gave us the glory of the thong hanging out.
Yeah,
if
whale
you
tail.
remember. Yeah, the whale
Whale
tail.
I've
tail.
never heard that.
I know. I can.
never
No, you
heard
didn't have
that.
to. You don't have to draw.
That's-
As someone who watched Lita wrestle, I totally can visualize exactly.
That,
No
shit was
whale
like, that was
tail.
in. That was like that,
That's
that was
the
the
shit
goal
right
in
there,
the
yeah.
early 2000s. I grew up in a great time.
You really did.
Yeah.
I came
Were,
of age at a
were
great
girls in
time.
your school doing it?
100%.
See,
yeah.
I went to a Catholic school, so I wouldn't know. You know,
Oh, yeah.
That's shit that isn't allowed.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. It was that, and it was the this is more the middle school era, but like definitely was which I guess like the people a couple years older than me, they would have been reaping the benefits of this. But it was the tied up shirt in the back.
Oh yeah.
It's like you're not washing a car. What you doing?
It's tramp stamp, man. We got to prepare the area for the tramp stamp.
Prepare the area.
That's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Gotta
I
get
only know one person that got a tramp stamp during that time frame. Shouldn't get a tramp stamp. Two things. Shouldn't get a tramp stamp when you're 13. No one should tramp stamp someone when they're 13.
First off, it's not. I mean, it's not. That's why it's illegal to give someone a tattoo when they're 13. Unless
Chinatown, baby.
God bless them.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Actually, it's Japanese.
Lost.
Which one was lost?
Remember the
They
show
did
Lost? That happened. That's how Matthew Fox got his.
Oh,
his-
really?
remember, yeah.
God, those always look so painful. Those are like
Totally.
The Japanese style, where they have. To,
is
like,
it only
actually
Japanese? I could have
tap
sworn
it.
it was like
Thailand?
other.
Oh,
Have you
actually,
go
I think
to-
Hawaii. I think Hawaii, like Samoans
Yeah.
and Hawaiians and stuff like that, do like Pacific
It
Islanders
looks
do as well.
so painful.
But that shit looks like. Yeah, I have a friend of mine that got that done in Japan. He got a koi fish. It's dope as shit. But he was like, yeah, it took a long
Koi
time.
fish is
It
like
was
such an
painful.
Incubus thing. Speaking of '90s bands,
God bless. it.
God damn, Incubus was so good.
God damn.
What's better in your mind?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get a little nasty right
Let's
now.
do
But
it.
I'm gonna ask you this
Let's
question.
do it.
I want to go around the table. You guys can feel free to chime in on this.
Okay.
The super low rise jean
Yeah.
or the high waisted jean?
You
We're talking about attractive.
the modern?
Yeah, the modern high waisted.
What?
Keep it high and tight jean.
Dude. Honestly, it's such a. I got love
Sophie's
in
choice.
every
I know.
direction, right? Because the thing is, it's like you look back at the low waisted and it's just like, yo, shout out to that time. It was great. But you look at it and if people were like that now, it'd feel off. It'd feel weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you see modern day, Marissa Tomei, Aunt May.
Yeah.
Right?
We're in the high.
And you're just like,
high rise.
does it get better? I'm not
No.
sure that it does.
It's
It
a good
doesn't.
look. The high waisted jeans is a good
It is
look
good,
right now.
but I feel it's way easier to fuck that up than it is the other look.
The thing I would be worried about, right? And this is what I always
butt
spend
falls
a
out.
lot of time. No, I'm not worried about that. Got a great butt. My butt is probably the part of my body I like best. My eyes. Those are great too. A little winky
I've
smile.
always said you have a good brown eye.
What I'm always worried about.
This is bad.
Again, do you want to sketch me? Draw me, Chad. Draw me.
$70.
There it is. What I'd be worried about is I'm always like worried that I'd be the last guy wearing the high waisted jeans and they're not cool anymore, and no one would tell me. They're like, "Oh, Nick's still wearing those."
Wait, hold on. You tell me
Remember,
the
like-
guys now?
No, I meant I would be the last person. Like, this is why I'm always worried about when these fashion trends come up. Because remember, we had a friend. I'm not going to name names, but who worked at IGN. And when those like Arabic style scarves came in, they were really, really popular. Where guys would just start wearing scarves inside all of a sudden. I went
Infinity
down.
scarves?
No, they weren't infinity scarves, but they were like actually like they
You
just
talking
had
about
more.
Finnegan?
No,
Darren Brazil.
no, but I'm sure
Really?
he still has a couple. No, but I'm not gonna name names because I don't want to call people out. But he was he wore them and he wore them like a year too long.
Fran?
No, Fran. No, Fran. Stop asking. I'm not gonna tell you, even if it was Fran. And I was just thought to myself, I was like, somebody should tell that person that those aren't in style anymore, and that he looks like, especially because it's of a specific like region and ethnic background. There's a fine line between
Nathan
those,
Drake.
yeah, those,
Nathan Drake.
those style.
That's who you're talking
There's
about.
a fine line between
Oh.
wearing that and then when it's out of style, if you keep wearing it, it's like that's kind of a bad look right now.
Yeah, man. That's very true.
No. Do you want me to write it down?
Write it down and then we'll tear it up. We'll tear that
I'll
off.
tell
No.
you later. Off camera.
I need to do. Stop it. Put your phone down.
Oh my god, okay.
Is it
I'm
ad
just trying to
time?
see what you were tweeting out.
PlayStation tweets.
Okay.
It is with great emotion that we announce that Worldwide Studios chairman Shawn Laden will be departing SIE. His visionary leadership will be greatly missed. We wish him success in future endeavors and are deeply grateful for his years of service. Thanks for everything, Shawn.
Holy shit.
That's big.
It's huge. And the way it's being handled with a random ass tweet at 4 o'clock on September 30th tells me something's happening. That is a weird. PlayStation, for all my years of covering them, he is the guy in charge of SIE. You know what I mean? Worldwide Studios chairman. But remember, that was a big deal when they shifted all that power. And Jim Ryan technically is charged. But you know what I'm saying? He's. There's usually a really well prepared press release that's in my inbox. Here's this thing. Here's the successor. Here's how we're doing it.
Yeah.
This is a tweet. Shawn Laden has tweeted nothing. This is really, really fucking weird.
You think they heard Games Daily today and they were just like, oh, Tim and Greg were talking about how Phil Spencer's killing it. We need
Get
a
rid of the
trade.
Sean guy. You know what? Just right off the bat.
Damn. Holy shit.
Just wanted that on there before. I wanted your reaction
That's crazy,
before
man.
anything got ruined.
look what I
I hope
started.
it's.
I started
goodness.
writing. I'm just trying to figure out what happened with Shawn Layden.
I know. I was gonna bring it up. I mean, that's,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
have a long discussion tomorrow on Games Daily. I'm sure about it.
What do you have any gut check like feelings on what that might be, or
I mean, that's
In
what I'm saying.
2019, I'm not liking what they might be.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing about it. Is it nefarious? Is it just whatever? Is it the fact there's like no details? Is it immediate? Does he have a successor? But yeah, it's the fact if it was bad stuff, like really, if it was Me Too bad, right? I don't think they'd be saying it as pleasantly as they are here, right?
Yeah,
If
they
there
would
was
say part
even
ways.
if there was blood in the water, I don't think they'd be. We wish him success in future endeavors and are deeply grateful
holy
for his
shit.
years.
Maybe
Thanks
it's
for
a
everything,
contract
Shawn.
thing. Maybe they just couldn't reach terms or something like that on a new contract. And they're like, well, or he's got another gig lined up. Who knows? That's crazy.
Still a weird way to do it. And everybody's saying I should do it, and I'm saying I probably should be the new. I should. It's time for me to rise
Okay,
up.
as your lawyer.
God,
Worldwide
you would
studio
break
chairman.
so
Rise up.
quickly.
As your lawyer.
Where's
Like,
Patapon?
3
You know what I
days
mean?
in, you would be crying and like just be like, "I'm quitting. I'm done."
In reality, I
They'd
mean,
put
it's
up
too
a
early.
new
I won't
tweet.
be tweeting it, but we're among our best friends here. It's like now it's shoes time. Give Shoe the
Hell
fucking
yeah, dude.
promotion. Come
Let's
on.
go.
Does he want it?
I don't know.
Just give it
You
to me.
assume so.
New
Shoe's
year,
been
new
around
shoe.
forever, right? You see him drink. You see him
Hashtag
pop.
new year,
You
new
see him
shoe.
popping the champs with Hideo Kojima.
Fuck yeah, man.
And that model,
I didn't see that part.
He was popping champs with the model?
yeah, it was like
Good
a
on you,
Brazilian
Shoe.
model. Because
Giselle Bundchen?
Kojima posted a photo of this like really cute girl, and I was like, "Who's this?"
Let's go to it.
She's at.
Is this his
I was gonna say
Japanese one or
Konami.
his English one?
Japanese.
You got to go to Kojima.
And then I had to Google who she was, and apparently she's like a very popular model in somewhere else, maybe not Brazil. Yeah, scroll down a
baller
bit.
he's got
Scroll
too.
down a bit.
It's the bottom left image of
Oh,
the
yeah.
media on the top right, Kev.
Oh, there's Shoe. That's what I'm talking about. And this is just a she in the game, I guess.
Well, like, yeah, because he posted another photo of like her, like, you know, the photo that every celebrity has taken in front of
Oh,
the
statue?
Ludens.
Yeah.
Oh,
Statue.
she's the one they modeled the character off of in the game, though, right?
No,
I thought she was.
no, that was
Think about quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Stephanie.
you-
No,
She
no,
was
no,
like-
I remember seeing something like him talking about her a long time ago as being like someone they took the look from, but I could be wrong.
yeah, I don't know. If you scroll to the right, he
Look at how delightful Shuhei looks in this
He's the
picture.
best. Look at him right there.
God, I love him.
That's
love
my
him.
man.
Look at the dude. Go back, Kev. Look at the dude in the white in the back.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I shoot.
Yeah, I love Shoot. God, I
Man,
love
she's the
him.
God bless him.
I fucking love him.
Oh,
Can you
yeah,
click
that
out
was
though, really
good.
quick?
What is
Kev?
that?
Fuck, never mind. It's like it's a tweet or two before that, but it's I had to Google who she was because I had no idea who she was, and then I saw these photos of like, oh, Shoe's there too. What's this weird like kind of cool party they're doing?
I don't
I
know. I
wish
want
we
to
were
go
at
to
this
it.
cool
And I was in
party.
Japan. I'm sad I didn't get invited, first off. Second
That
off,
must have been the
Oh, there
gold
she is,
party,
Mala
right?
Morgan.
Yeah.
this reminds me of something funny that total non sequitur, but there's grapes in that picture. When I got to my hotel, they put grapes out for us, and they're these gigantic Japanese grapes. And I started eating. I'm like, oh, these are good. They're hearty though. And I ate a bunch of
tomatoes.
them. And then my buddy was like 2 days later, he was like, oh man, the grapes here are great. Just make sure you peel them. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, you're not supposed to eat the skin on those. I was like, what's gonna happen to me?
Yeah, I'm checking just over here. IGN has no more details either. Matt Kim's just reporting the tweet. Laden joined Sony as part of its corporate communications department in 1987.
Damn.
And now you're leaving with a tweet from the official PlayStation account being like,
Oh
bye.
my God.
It's
First
like
Reggie.
it's like getting broken up with over a text.
That's
You
not a
think he
good
doesn't
sign,
know?
man.
Sean's in PlayStation VR right now trying something out. He pops it up. He's like, what the hell?
Damn.
That's crazy that they did it. Yeah, you would think if it was positive, it would be a messaging from him first, right?
Yeah, or a statement. I keep refreshing my email looking for something, but nothing so far.
Oh my God.
More on this develops. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of developments, let me tell you about the developments. This is in a page. This is in the show. Let me tell you about a development. We have Patreon producers. It's Bert Meg and Karen O'Donnell.
Yeah,
we also
Bert.
have sponsors,
Hey, Bert.
Movement and HelloFresh. Let's check in with them. This episode of the Kinda Funny podcast is brought to you by Movement. Let me ask you something. How much time do you spend in front of your digital screens? For me and everyone at Kinda Funny, I know we spend hours here looking at screens between the phone, the work computers. We're binging new shows. We're playing the video games. You know how it is. Andy does too. And that's why Andy started wearing Movement's Everscroll blue light filtering glasses. They're built to protect your eyes from blue light that's known to cause eye strain, discomfort, and poor sleeping patterns. If you haven't watched Andy's Instagram, terrible sleep patterns, the Everscroll are there to help him. They don't look like other computer glasses you see out there. They take Movement's best-selling glasses frames and add blue light filtering lenses to them so you don't have to sacrifice style for functionality. They look just like regular glasses, no yellow tint lenses like you find on other blue light blockers. The average person spends almost 7 hours a day in front of a screen. I know I do more than that. Movement's blue light glasses help us change our habits so we can keep up with an ever-changing technological world. Everscroll blue light filtering glasses start at just $65. Whether you're at the office, scrolling on your phone, or unwinding from a long day, Everscroll glasses have you covered. Better focus, better sleep, better style. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to movement.com/kinda. Shop for the Movement Everscroll glasses. They filter out the blue light. Protect your eyes and look great doing it. Go to movement.com/kinda. That's mvmt.com/kinda. Join the movement. Our other sponsor, it's HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit, get easy seasonal recipes delivered with pre-measured ingredients delivered right to your door. All you have to do is cook and enjoy. You guys know I love cooking. That's why I made a show called Cooking with Greggy, and we've been using HelloFresh. They spend all the food there. You open up the individual stuff. It's all in brown paper bags. Guess what? It's easy. You go through, you make the chicken tenders, you make the burgers, you make the buffalo burgers. I like burgers a lot. HelloFresh makes cooking delicious meals at home a reality, regardless of your comfort in the kitchen. From step-by-step recipes to pre-measured ingredients, you'll have everything you need to get a wow-worthy dinner on the table in just about 30 minutes. Say goodbye to endless grocery store trips and takeout food. HelloFresh has you covered. Make deliciousness part of every week. Break out of your dinner rut with HelloFresh's 20-plus seasonal chef-curated recipes each and every week. There's something for everyone, from family recipes to calorie smart and vegetarian, in fun menu series like Hall of Fame and craft burgers. Burgers are good. You can easily change your delivery days, food preferences, or skip a week whenever you want. For $80 off your first month of HelloFresh, go to HelloFresh.com/kinda80. And then enter kinda80. Again, HelloFresh.com/kinda80 and enter kinda80 as your promo code. And now we're back.
How about that?
I gotta bounce.
All right, Tim's gonna go do stuff.
Yes. Can you organize some thumbnails and headlines?
Can I organize some emails and hangouts?
Headlines.
Oh, sure, yeah,
this.
no problem.
Thank you.
It's simple. Pens.
Yeah.
The
I thought
kind of
he-
funny
I thought he
podcast.
said, "Can you organize some juggernauts and juggernauts?"
I
was
heard.
like, what is
I
that
heard.
mean?
Can you organize some head rolls and some whatnots?
Guys, I can organize all of these things. Very simply, I can organize all these things.
Pens,
What do y'all
huh?
think about grapefruits?
I hate them.
No, no,
God.
thing.
Really?
Change.
Everybody
hate 'em.
here.
Do you
I don't
like them?
hate them.
Oh my god, I love grapefruits.
I don't like
But do you
grapefruit.
eat like the peel?
No, only lemons. I do that with.
Now, how do you eat the grapefruit? Do you put a ton of sugar
Oh,
on
I
top
do.
of it like most
no,
people?
I don't do sugar. I do salt.
Oh, get the
It's
fuck out
so
of here with
good,
that.
dude. It is so good. I never understood the sugar thing until like maybe 4 years into my grapefruit eating career.
I've just
I didn't know it was a thing.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think I've ever just eaten a grapefruit.
Really?
I've
Yeah.
had grapefruit in like a salad,
Cocktail
a
or
fruit
something,
salad. Yeah, sure,
Oh,
for
we
sure
gotta do it
that.
here one
But
day.
I've never, you know how they in TV they'd show up cut in half,
Yeah.
sitting there in a
I'm
bowl.
swallowing just thinking about it. Right
I've
now.
never been eating a grapefruit and not wished it was a pineapple.
Ew, gross.
I wish it was a pineapple.
Pineapples are great.
People give me a grapefruit and I go, "Oh, is that pineapple?" And I get super excited. Or an orange, I get super excited. And they go, "No, it's better. It's grapefruit." And I go, "Fuck you. Take it, smash it in your eyes,
so
and blind
good.
yourself. Never bring me a grapefruit again."
Grapefruit
Not only that,
is
but
so good.
we had a juice. We ordered breakfast in the hotel that we were staying at in Japan, and it came with a daily juice. And the first one was like a yuzu, and like it was like a kiwi yuzu strawberry. It was so
what the fuck is a
fucking
yuzu?
good.
Can you Google yuzu for me?
I might have missaid that
Somebody's
word.
got to spell it right.
I have no idea. And then the next day we were expecting the same one, and it was grapefruit. Suck it. What's up, Kev?
Was that like a little yogurt bottle?
That's Yoo-hoo.
Oh, close.
Yeah, I've never just eaten a grapefruit.
Yeah. Okay. So there's different ways to do it. Like I
Well, we've gone through the
I just-
grapefruit method on the Game Over Greggy show.
yeah, sure. That's one of them. That's one of them.
You weren't working here at that time, right?
No, God,
what did you
no.
think when you saw that?
Oh
one?
my god, I was laughing super hard.
This is the best,
laughing
huh?
super
Nick's
hard.
the best.
Hey, Tim's back, everybody. Tim. Oh, you need a pen? We got a lot of pens.
Oh, hold
Can I have this Fairmont pen? Thanks.
on. So there's two different ways to do it.
You got the best of that deal.
Kevin, can I get the Skycam?
Yeah. Okay.
So there's two different ways to do it. So like you can wait, how?
There
Okay.
you go, right there.
So you cut it in half, right?
right?
We're talking about the grapefruit.
Yeah, you cut the
Do we
grapefruit.
really? That is not a grape. Oh fuck! I ate my words on that one.
Oh, it's hard to
I
see.
thought he was making some kind
Hold
of
on,
weird
hold on,
oval
Andy.
shit.
I'm
bowl.
gonna try to help you on this one.
Okay, yeah,
bowl.
please
No,
do.
I can't.
Oh, you can't?
Hold on. Let me see.
Let me see if I can. I could just maybe do a couple dark
Nick,
lines.
do you ever see the definition of my arms and be like, God, Greg's got it.
Greg got it.
Greg's
What
got
is
it.
he? What does he
No,
got?
I never see that.
Look at that right there. Jesus Christ, man.
All right, hold on.
I look
Andy,
like
got
G.I.
it. Give me 2
Jane.
seconds. I'm
All right,
almost
no
there.
problem, man.
There we
I
go.
gotta start lifting more. I think about this. a lot.
Oh yeah. Wait, kind of. It's kind of. Oh, you can see it in the shadows.
You
a
know what
little
this
bit
reminds me
better.
of when I watched Wolf of Wall Street on the plane, and it got to the part where Margot Robbie's nude scene, and they cropped it this much that it was that grainy. That's what it looked like. It was just her face. I was like, well, there's more to her body. You could have not cropped it that much.
Don't be a pervert.
So one of my
you're
favorite
making
things
the
to
hole.
do with the grapefruit, right,
Put your
is
dick in it.
I put a lot of
Really
salt.
good at drawing things.
I put a lot of salt on it, and then you get a spoon and you scoop out each compartment, each
Oh, yeah.
sector. So you go to sector A,
Like
sector
you're digging
B.
a building.
Yeah, you go to sector A1, A2, A3, A4, and then you go to sector B1, B2, B3, B4, and then C1, C2, C3, C4. And you dig through it and make sure there's enough salt on it. But the great thing is, though, sometimes you don't get it all in one scoop. So there's a little bit of leftover sometimes, and
With
there's
leftover salt or flesh?
Flesh.
no. Well, not only flesh, like actual pulp. So sometimes you don't get a great scoop in, which you might think is like a downside. Like, oh, I fucked up. I didn't get it on the first try. But the leftover is really good because there's a lot of juice in there too. So you could go in for an extra scoop, and there's going to be a lot of juice in there. Slurp that bad boy up.
This is how I know that everyone's different, because there's nothing that you could do to make me enjoy what you just said.
It's so good.
And for some reason, it lights up a different part of your brain than mine, because
Yeah.
I, right now, I'm holding back a gag reflex when you say salt on top of a grapefruit.
Really?
But if you said salt on top of cottage cheese, oh,
Oh, what the fuck?
Dr. Jones,
What the
let's go
fuck?
find the archaeological dig.
Kevin, now if you want to be a galaxy brain, 200 IQ galaxy brain, some twang lemon lime on a grapefruit.
Oh!
That gets me going even
Sounds
more.
awful.
I was so mad at you the other day, by the way, because we did the Oreo, the great Doritos ranking finally after popular demand, and I wanted one of those Dinamontes. Dinamitas.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna go back. It's early in the day. I expect them to still be there. And I looked and they weren't there. And I was like, I bet Andy has them at his desk. And I got very excited. I look, nothing on your desk. Look down in your trash can, crumpled bag. You motherfucker.
So they had been attacked, and I had to jump in and be like, I need to eat these before they're all gone.
You gotta get them home. It's
Yeah.
like when you have a hot cousin and you're like, I gotta.
No.
That's Giles from Wolf of Wall Street. Again,
Oh.
sorry. It's that great scene where he's like, I wasn't gonna let my friends fuck her, so I had to fuck her. She's my cousin. Like I can't.
What a
let,
good movie.
It's such a good movie.
It's such a good movie. No, yeah, I knew that they were going to be attacked, and I walked over here, and I think Kevin was eating them, or they were near Kevin's desk. No?
No.
I think he's joking.
Are you talking about Control?
Yeah, like I got the bag from over
I
there.
definitely had the salsa verde ones here.
Huh?
I didn't like the
Fuck with
salsa verde ones though, man. Oh man, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. You okay? You can take off if you need to.
This
If
is
you
my
want to
bad.
go.
I'm sorry, guys. You know how I am.
You gotta jump
I
on
got
it.
a lot of contacts in here. A lot of people on the inside asking questions, giving my thoughts and
I,
feedback.
if you got to take off, Andy and I got this, man.
No, I
We're-
got
this-
But I also
Whatever.
need a pee real bad.
Go pee.
why don't you all take off and Kevin and I'll just stare at each
Oh,
other.
we got it. We'll do the show.
Kevin, why don't we start? Bring up Netflix. Let's start watching something on Netflix.
I almost convinced Nick to bring Doritos out on this show because
You did, but it's just not a pleasant experience.
I
for
know, but
audio
but
listeners.
I'm aware of that. It's not when you have like Gary Witt on a show. He's like, "What people love?" And I'm like, "No, they hate it." Gary. Like I would turn the mic away. We'd eat in the corner like shameful little
Yeah.
raccoons. You know what I mean? It'd be great.
Gary, when did Gary give us this amazing new face that I see all over Twitter now?
Which one?
Or he's doing the.
Well, that's
timeout.
like fucking old.
that
That came
years
from
ago?
KFAF, and I don't know where
Really?
people grabbed that from.
I think he took that photo. Oh God, no! I'm thinking of the Crazy Eyes one where he was making fun of you at the Halloween place. What's it called?
Spirit Halloween.
Spirit, yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah,
He took that photo, kind of mocking you.
sure. Yeah, he does that. He
But I don't know where that other one with the tongue out was taken because
Dude,
I hate that
I
photo.
hate it. It's great.
It's so gross.
It's so great. I hate it.
It's a disgusting photo.
You gotta go
he looks. He's like doing his kiss thing. He's, you know what I mean?
Hey, he's doing Kiss.
Kiss.
Gene
Gene
Simmons.
Simmons.
Mm.
You ever heard of him?
I have.
He used to rock, man. Before your time.
I'm thinking of like the fucking best I've been thinking about this joke a lot. My favorite line in The Office, where he's hiding his fucking cold sore, and he ends up thinking it becomes herpes. He ends up like apologizing to past women he's been with, saying like, "I have herpes," and they're like, "No, that's a cold sore." But at one point, he's
Cold
like,
sore is herpes.
Yeah.
he's covering it his upper lip with a fake mustache or whatever, and then he's like, "It's a pimple." Avril Lavigne gets them all the time, and she rocks harder than anyone alive. That's just like one of my favorite lines.
Oh my god, that's really good. I guess I gotta go back and watch The Office. I just can't, dude. I can't get into it.
Why can't you? It's a great show.
It's not that great.
You got
Yeah, it
into
is.
it. We were all
Overrated.
watching
It's
it in
overrated.
Phoenix.
No.
We were all watching Phoenix and enjoying
Overrated.
it.
Under, I had no choice. I was held prisoner in that really cold
You
Airbnb.
It was so cold.
It was
but
a
our
fun- it was
rooms
like
in
a
the back
bed
were
bar.
so
Ours were-
hot.
yeah.
Not mine. Mine was fucking freezing.
I
to the
know,
point
but
where-
the back room was cold.
Yeah.
The very front was super, super
Remember when
That's
I
right.
hid in
That's
there
what
and
it
you
was.
didn't know I was there and I fucking got you?
All right, let's bring in a question from one BJ Bernardo.
Love him.
All right, I love him too. Clean our palates. Get in here, clean our minds a bit. Yeah.
Slurp up some of that grapefruit juice.
Hi, y'all. Your loved one has been sent to hell unjustly. So you decided to get them back. But you know you can't do it alone. Pick 2 Kind of Funny members, those who actually work for Kind of Funny, to ride into hell with. Now pick 1 celebrity to round out your team. Who do you choose and why? Do you like your odds? Rules. Number 1, you can include part-timers. Number 2, you choose how to get them back. So you can be sneaky or guns blazing. Choose your team based on this choice. Number 3, it is only you 4. No one else can come with you. However, you can bring weapons that you and your team can carry.
Man, they're taking a lot of the hypotheticals out of this.
And
Yeah, this
these
is a really
earth,
specific.
these
thing.
earth
guys
weapons
always
will work on the enemies.
Oh.
Number 4, if you fail, your loved one is down there forever. Number 5, if you fail, you and your team will be sent back to Earth physically unharmed. Good luck, BJ.
In this case, my loved one's
A lot
Elizabeth
of-
Olsen. We'll put it on the record right now.
What's that?
Elizabeth Olsen is my loved one.
Wow.
Oh, you mean Elizabeth Olsen's down there?
Yeah.
But you have to know this person in real life.
Yeah, I know her. Seen her a
You've
lot.
met Elizabeth
Now, first
Olsen?
off, he says a loved one. If Andy loves Elizabeth Olsen, this could be a great icebreaker that he's here to save her
absolutely.
from hell.
She's trapped down there. She has no idea who I am. I show up. I'm like, we gotta get out.
I got to get you out of here.
I'll tell you
she's
what.
like,
I'll
I
tell you
trust
what-
you.
Save
I'll
you.
tell you what. I'll go along with this hypothetical. As long as if you promise me if you ever meet Elizabeth Olsen, you have to tell her about this.
Everybody tweet this at Elizabeth Olsen. It's pretty
She
easy.
doesn't have
hey,
Twitter.
Call her Liz.
Unfortunate.
Hey, Liz Olsen.
Lizzie.
Lizzie Olsen. I mean, easy question for me. Who do I take with me? You take Kevin. You take Cool Greg. Okay.
Man,
Right there, we've got
that's a
90%
team.
of our bases covered.
That's a team right
You don't even need a celebrity at this point.
Do I need
You
exactly?
take
Fuck
Keanu
celebrities.
Reeves that, like,
I would take
as
Keanu
a
Reeves just so we can hang out with him.
sacrifice.
So we can hang out with him.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves,
Because he'd be chill. He'd
Kevin.
mellow it out.
Cool Greg. Cool Greg's weapon of choice, of course, the 40. Okay. Edward 40 hands. We make everyone do Edward 40
What about when the
hands.
first one breaks?
What's that?
What about when the first 40 breaks?
That's when the stabbing starts. And that's when I break my loved one out of hell. See what I'm saying?
I guess.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves, though, huh? Just to chill out with?
Just I want to meet him. Talk to him
It's a
about
great
hey,
point.
hey,
Another
man,
great icebreaker.
how's
This is actually a good way, too. What if it's your mom in hell? You bring Elizabeth Olsen, great icebreaker. I
As
need
the
your help.
celebrity.
Mhm.
hey mom.
Wow. Because
wanted
suddenly
you
when
to
you're
meet my
when
future
you're
wife.
in something's in danger, when you have like a task that needs to be completed, you kind of you're bonded together, you know?
Well,
Yeah.
also if you bring her there, and your mom would have to accept her because she's in hell.
That's true.
And if she doesn't, you just leave her ass in hell.
That's true.
See what I'm saying? Hey mom, this is Elizabeth. We're gonna get married. I don't like her. Well,
Too bad.
I don't
now
have to
you're in
open
hell.
that cage.
Shit. Okay, wait. Okay, here's what I'm doing. Here's what I'm doing. Okay. I'm bringing along Kevin
Yeah.
and Greg.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because you're menacing.
I am.
You got this sort of menacing body.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
God damn it. God damn it.
You've got
Everything about you.
You've got a menacing body,
Did
and
you get more hair? Did you get it like?
It grows.
Okay.
It grows.
and again,
I'm
and
not
Ke-
manscaping the entire body.
You know the whole thing.
No.
and
you
Kevin
mean?
for the same reasons, like a quick thinker.
He's
Sometimes
got, let's put it this way. Kevin. there-
menacing body too.
Jesus. Another menacing body.
Very menacing.
It's if nothing else, he's the only one that has Leatherman on him.
Got
You see
it.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's a great
None of
point.
us are gonna be tools. We're gonna
Great
get to a
point.
fucking door. We're like, can't open it.
No, we
Kevin,
can
he's
bring
gonna
Earth
Alohomora
weapons.
with
We
his
can bring
Leatherman.
Earth weapons.
That's
though.
true, but you have to, decide on that ahead of time.
Yeah, no one else can. Okay,
But then we gotta go get him. I don't want to go get Earth weapons.
Well, we send Cool Greg and Kevin to get them.
We just send Cool Greg out to hang out. Like Cool Greg, we just bring back whatever your friends are playing with out back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, and then the celebrity that I'm bringing is Elizabeth Olsen.
Okay.
Now, the loved one that I am saving
Yeah.
is, I'm trying to think of like someone else I love. Another celebrity that I have a huge crush on.
Elizabeth Hurley.
You're flying too close to the sun on this one because it's not impressive when you bring another celebrity, save a celebrity, and you're in love with both of them because then they're gonna both know you're playing the field on both of them.
I mean, do they though, or have I just doubled my odds?
Oh, he's making a lot
You're
of sense.
actually upping the odds that they're gonna be like, oh my god, we worked on that picture together. It's so good to see you again. Thanks for getting from out of
Oh,
hell.
you know Andy
let's
too?
Go hang, let's
Well,
go hang
yeah,
out in
we've been
Hollywood
hanging
with them.
out,
Let's go
and
hang
then
out
I
in
just-
Hollywood.
And then
And
you
then
just
make out.
figure it out. You get a good vibe from either one. Who's a woman I love?
Gal
Your mom.
Gadot.
Is someone from your list of Emily's?
Oh yeah, I have a list of Emmas.
Emily Blunt would be great.
I have a
love
list of
her.
Emmas. Oh, Emily Blunt should be on the list. Honestly, I'll go with
Jonathan
Damn,
Taylor Thomas.
I'll go with
Just get him out of acting hell.
I'll go with Emmy Rossum.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, Emmy Rossum's hot.
I'll go with Emmy Rossum.
Who is she?
Yeah.
She's from
Can I get a photo of Emmy Rossum on the phone?
Yeah.
She was like on an old Disney Channel movie, but recently she's more known for her work
Shameless?
on
Showtime,
that Shameless
yeah.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a huge crush on her.
Sure. Oh, okay. I know.
And I'm sure there's, I don't know, I'm sure there's someone else I can think of, but Emmy Rossum comes to mind.
okay.
So we're saving her, and me and Elizabeth Olsen, it could just be that we become friends. Because here's the worst case scenario is I become friends with Elizabeth Olsen. I'm friends with the whole MCU, bro.
Are you though? Because is she that in it?
I get
This is
brought
what I think.
along.
Is she like
Is
that,
she
or is
that
she
in?
like
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow, who doesn't remember having been in any of these
Great
movies?
point.
See, I'm just saying that. I don't know. I don't know.
We don't know. We're
But I'm
not
saying
Elizabeth
insulting
Olsen
you.
knows.
You run the risk because she hasn't been in that many movies, and maybe she's not that into it. Because I know what you're thinking. It's a great concept. Can we call RDJ right now and get him out to come party with us? I know he doesn't drink anymore, but I'll just drink a coffee and hang out with him. She's probably like, I don't really know him that well because I've only been in like 4 movies with him. So maybe fuck off, Andy.
I can
Right.
get you.
I think
can get
ScarJo
you-
is a better in if you want a female who has been in everything, who probably really, really knows what's up. With
Now
like
I don't mean to
RDJ's
say. I
cell
don't
phone.
mean to poop on your plan here.
She's still got Black Widow coming
and
out.
for different reasons. Andy's trying to find love. You're trying to find people to party with.
Isn't that the same?
Well, I'm
if
trying-
people like you, isn't that love?
I'm trying to find love, but the second option is becoming like friends with these really cool people. That's the worst case scenario. If I don't find love, if Emmy Rossum ends up rejecting me, worst case scenario, I'm friends with Elizabeth Olsen, and
But
and
is
it's
it
a long
fun to be-
journey.
and this is not a knock against Elizabeth Olsen.
Sounds
right?
like it's about to be.
Oh,
a
you know
knock.
what? Then I'm just bringing RDJ with me.
There you go. That's a better idea.
I'm bringing RDJ with me.
because I just feel like Elizabeth Olsen's not going to be into the stuff that you're into,
yeah,
and it's not.
You don't
it's-
think she likes streaming on Twitch and eating Mountain Dew and putting twang straight into her mouth?
I think if she liked that, she'd be her sisters, and she does not like her sisters.
she doesn't like her sisters.
I mean, she likes her sisters. She's not like her sisters.
Gotcha. I
That's what I
apologize.
meant
I
to say.
understand.
Sorry.
that's why I'm single, huh? You kind of just
It's just that thing. You're like
Reality
check.
you're like perpetually 22.
Because
It's
you
weird.
leave one apartment to go to your other apartment where you stream here and then you stream there. You might as well build a tube like Vegas so you never have to see the outside, like a fucking walking boy in the bubble.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you're bringing RDJ now.
Bringing RDJ, yeah, bringing RDJ because, and we're saving Elizabeth Olsen. No Emmy Rossum.
Okay.
Because yes, they
Sorry,
can
Andy, you're
bond. Yes, I know the worry that you have here, Greg, is that like we're gonna get there, they'd be like, "Oh, RDJ, fuck my friend," whatever. No, the whole thing is, I am being tasked to save Elizabeth Olsen, and when we get there, RDJ's like, "No. He brought me along. Like he's the one who wants to save you. I'm here. Like it's all Andy. Like Andy's killing it. Obviously, look at him.
I feel like what you're underscoring with my
He
pick,
eats goldfish for lunch.
my pick of Keanu is that he's already been to hell once. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Remember that?
He knows it.
He knows
also,
his way around
Devil's
that.
Advocate. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Also,
good movie.
Is it a good movie?
there's another one of them.
A lot of nudity.
A lot of nudity.
That's pretty much how I
Al
remember
Pacino
it.
eating up scenery.
What's the
Look, but don't touch. Touch, but don't taste. Taste, but don't enjoy.
What's the movie that? No, not Johnny Mnemonic. What?
Great movie,
he
though.
did a movie where.
Flatliners.
No. Keanu Reeves did a movie where it's
Point Break.
It's kind of like End of Days style.
Oh, Constantine.
Yeah, Constantine.
great
Yeah,
That was actually a good movie.
Good
yeah.
comic book movie.
If that movie, yeah, I'm bummed.
That was cool.
Because they should have made more of those. Those are cool.
I
He was
like
actually
All
in
right,
it.
so you guys have fucked up. Of course, for me, we're going to save Porty. Porty is in hell.
Oh,
Was I
right.
supposed to pick someone to save? Because I just want to go party in hell with her.
We assumed
I mean,
Sure.
I saw him in those
Okay, that'll be
costumes.
my
He's
last
already
shot.
in hell.
That's fun.
First off, he loves it.
He looks cute as fuck.
I know it.
God damn it.
As everybody says, the first pick from the office has to be Kevin. We need a guy who can get things done.
Yeah.
We need a guy who's a Leatherman.
Not afraid to do just a pull up randomly for no reason. Just pull up, Kevin.
If there's some kind of weird like pipe like that's like filled with shit like Shawshank Redemption, Kevin is not gonna blink when I'm like, you need to crawl through this to get on the other side of the door. Kevin's like, got it, Greg.
Even if the door's open, I need you to crawl through this shit
Don't
pipe.
make it an insult.
It's not an insult. We all picked you because
I
you.
wasn't talking to you.
Okay.
There's one person I'm
Now
directing this
here's
at.
where you all swung and missed.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Andy picking me. That was a good pick. I'm bringing Joey. Of course, we are in hell. I'm gonna need somebody on the good
to
guys
scare.
team.
Oh.
No, so, Joey. She went to Catholic school too, right?
I think
She
so,
knows the
sure.
ins and outs of this, right? She's
Oh.
probably a confirmed Catholic. She knows the Eucharist.
Yeah.
She knows the sacraments like myself. She has a confirmed name like I do. You know what I mean? We're going to
What's
get
your
in there.
confirmed name?
Timothy. We're going to get in there and
That's
we're going to
weird.
fuck these people up. Do you want to know the story behind it?
Not really. Sure.
So I didn't take it all that seriously, confirmation, obviously.
Yeah.
Because at that point, I'm like, just get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, this is terrible. This is hell.
But when it was time to pick it, you have to pick a saint's name. So, of course, I submitted Clark.
Yeah.
And they're like, there's no Saint Clark. What are you doing?
You're like, you don't know that.
Bruce. There's no Saint Bruce. Finally, like, fuck, I cracked a book and went into it. Found Saint Timothy for Timothy Drake, the third Robin, of course. There you go. Of course.
Okay.
So me and Joey are rolling in there. We're the holy rollers. You know what I mean? We got God on our side. We got the cross. We got the holy water. We're all set.
This is a great choice too because Joey will bring lots of wine, and wine makes people sleepy. Sleepy puts everyone to sleep.
Also, it'll be consecrated. So there you go.
Yeah, and I'm gonna party. Boom, let's party.
Exactly. And then, of course, my celebrity is going to be none other than The Rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously.
I need somebody in there. Like, think about it. For like, it's going to be a Colossus Wolverine situation with Kevin.
Yeah.
Where we're going to need to get up somewhere high, and Kevin's going to go fastball special. And The Rock's going to grab Kevin and swing around and throw him up there.
Put him in his palm, and
Yeah.
just put him up there.
We got a fucking team, guys.
That's great.
We got a fucking team.
That's a
Great
great
team.
squad.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
know
say
what I
this: the only downside to you hanging out with The Rock is The Rock's gonna be like, wait, Scarpino's hanging out with Keanu Reeves. I gotta go hang
he'll
out
be
with
dead.
him. I'm on the other side trying to break my personality.
I'm in another hell.
mean? Alternate hell dimension.
High five.
I didn't realize we were all. I didn't know we were doing it at the same time. I thought it was like a hypothetical situation for one of us at every time.
No,
think-
it's
I
a
think
it's a
I make
time
the
it's a
multiverse.
it's a time
Jesus.
what's the word I'm looking for?
Time loop, time flat, circle, time. Time's up.
I think like a time like time trial. Whoever does it fastest,
Oh wow.
that person lives.
Who do you think? What team do you think does it fastest?
I think you. I think
you.
with The Rock.
Thank
yeah.
you. Because Keanu Reeves is just gonna sit there, be sad.
No, he's John
RDJ
Wick.
is gonna talk and
He's
joke
gonna
around,
shoot everyone.
making no. That's him in a movie.
No, that's a good point. Keanu Reeves is like an actually good
Yeah, he's trained in that.
firearms expert.
But
Yeah.
bullets aren't doing shit. Like, I understand they do damage, but you like, what, you got infinite bullets? You know what I mean?
In hell.
Great
So,
point.
Kevin,
It's
you
what
wanna
can
take-
carry?
So you want to take like the stealth route?
I mean,
Because
I
I'll tell you
feel
what,
like-
with The Rock, there ain't no stealth.
Rock's there when we need him. We got to rock. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
we gotta help him.
who's a famous person who's also a priest? Because then they're blessing all the water.
Jared Petty.
They're blessing all the water, and like you're.
So that's a great
infinite
point.
weapon there.
Technically, Greg can marry people, so he's a priest.
Great
It's
point
true,
too.
man.
I don't think that's how that
He's
works.
Man,
Minister
you
of
you have
Light.
like a full World of Warcraft crew. You have your tank. You have your
Yeah,
your
yeah.
fucking healer.
Your paladin. Yeah, that's good.
My drunken Joey.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Kind of Funny podcast each and every week. 4, sometimes 3 best friends gather on this table, each bringing a random topic from their lives to talk to you about. If you like that, head over to patreon.com/kindoffunny. A couple of bucks gets you the exclusive pre and post show along with the episode ad free. You can watch it as we record it live or get it later. Then, if you have no money to give us, no big deal. Days later, it goes live on youtube.com/kindoffunny, roosterteeth.com, podcast services around the globe. No pre and post show. It has ads, but it's still a pretty dang good show. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
We had a great
You know what I'm
time
saying?
today. We had a good, like, mellow conversation about pens for
I liked
45
it. I liked it. It was
minutes. fun.
soothing.
It was fun.
Yeah. We're going to do a post show right now. But until next time, for everybody else, no. It's been our pleasure to serve you.
You know what, Funko? This pen should cost $3 max.
Absolutely.